is on. So.
What if I just take all the resources from the chest and then just log off and say goodnight?
Yeah.
Alright, Anton, do you mind if I hang out in voice chat without?
No, Bilka, you guys you can hang out. You're welcome. Zulan already has a headache, so I told Bilka in chat that he's already got a headache, so you may slow Zulan down even further today. All right.
Bilka can do nothing to me. I'm used to him.
So guys,
do you really think that?
So guys, two things happen. You guys should have the server name and password. I sent that to your captains. The server is not up at the moment, but that's when I give the signal. I'll shoot it to you guys in Discord.
I don't have it.
Well, your captain will send it to you momentarily.
I don't have it.
Where's the captain? It's Zulan, right? It's not me, hopefully.
Well,
because I'm not the captain.
You were a captain. You were a captain.
Well,
so Zulan has the information, so he'll send it.
Good.
To you.
Glad to hear that.
One other thing is there is a choice of 4 maps. Okay, I've prepared 4 maps. One of them is stone limited. One of them is coal limited, and 2 of them are oil limited.
Can we make best of 3 banning, like first choice?
I will probably have some sort of contest. Someone from my chat will choose a random map 1 through 4, and so the limited map will be chosen by fate, not by me. So you guys will need to have a plan.
Hey there, guys. Welcome. Lizzie, 5 months in a row. Thank you so much for that resub. Hey there, Flat Top. Noliv, what's going on? Isirius, hello, and welcome, guys. So yeah, PvP battle is starting. Clowntown's explaining stuff. I think we're on 41. I need to check with him, but yeah, it's close to starting. It looks like there may only be 2 teams. I'm not actually sure. We'll see what's going on here. But welcome, everybody.
You already joined the server?
No, server's down. I'm going to send a note to Zulan and says server's up, and he'll give you guys the queue to go ahead and join. You will log into a pause server, and as soon as the map unpauses, you will see your starting area. You join the team. Your team names are there. It's Team Steel Axe versus Team 3RA. Join your team, and then we'll, as soon as the server unpauses, and then you are free to go and go kick some ass. Yeah.
Wonderful.
Hey there, guys.
All right. Good luck, guys.
Thanks.
Oh. Terminator's here now.
Hey.
There he is.
I was waiting for you to finish explaining before I jumped in.
Well, hey, man, did you hear the intro? We are now my partner's always Xterminator, exclamation point. Jimmy, can you give a shout out in my chat for Xterminator? Amazing streamer, even more amazing YouTuber, has thousands of subscribers, needs no introduction. He's in the booth with me. I'm super excited about it. New partner to break in. How are you doing today?
I'm doing pretty good. How are you, man?
Man, I'm psyched.
Me too.
So as you know, we had a bunch of teams that were wanting to join as we got closer. It whittled down to 3, one of which was AntiElitz solo, 4 from Team 3RA and 4 from Team Steel Axe. And I asked Team 3RA had a couple more people that wanted to join, and so I just said, hey, can we're all here to see the best of the best, and can we just consolidate down to a 5-on-5? Both teams agreed, and so here we are. We got a 2-team match, and I think this is why we're here anyway. Best teams and the best players, right?
Oh yeah, it's gonna be insane.
It's going to be awesome. So Anti has agreed to put aside his solo strategy. This was all the buzz leading into this about Anti being solo on a team. And what in the world was he going to do? Solo against multiple people. And by the way, who is going to tell him no? Who's going to tell him he can't do it?
Well, yeah, exactly. I mean,
I want to say he's probably the greatest player we've ever seen. Who is going to tell him no, that he can't do this? So
right. I mean, I was really excited to see that, but
Everyone, yeah. Everyone else. So now that is going to be put aside. He's going to put that strategy in his pocket. He's going to join his usual guys that he does his speed runs with, and they have a very good working relationship, even though they haven't done a ton of prep. So I think it's still going to be a fantastic match. 3RA guys are always. I mean, I didn't even need to ask 3RA if they had a fifth. I didn't need to ask them about, hey, are you good with a 5-on-5? Didn't need to ask anything of them. They are seemingly anytime, anywhere, any conditions, they will fight.
They are ready.
They are ready. They are some of the most game guys you'll ever meet.
Oh yeah.
And they're defending champs for a reason. So. All right, I'm logged into the server now. Let me see here. I think I need to do the random number generator. So Clonin TV, let's do this. Clonin TV, one of the greatest, one of the Factorio devs, has been a great part of our lives since we've been doing this PvP match. Clonin, I have 4 maps prepared. Clonin has chosen map number 3. Okay.
All right.
Save game number 3. I do not remember what this one is.
Well, we'll find out.
So the maps are, what I was repeating to those guys is I've made 4 maps, 2 of which are limited on oil. 1 is limited on coal. 1 is limited on stone. And
interesting.
So I will not be the map master. Clonin wants iron limited, but he wants to be a spoiler. So okay, let me hit this button. Okay, I think we're good. I'm gonna load Factorio, so give me just a minute. That was on the. If I had more time, I might have made a copper limited map and mixed it into a choice of 5. That would have been very, very interesting.
Oh yeah.
I will make the save game available to everybody afterwards. So if you want to do that, so Clonin has chosen. The form has been chosen. Clonin has chosen 3.
Hey there, Z-Tough, Zamatri, and Video Game Geek, Enrico, Xmerty. What's going on, guys? Welcome everybody.
Oh, hang on.
I hope you're as glad to be here as I am.
I gotta check something before I hit this button. Water limited, right. Let me make double sure. I'm gonna check one directory before I do this. Okay, I think we are good because of last night. Okay. Let's see what we want to do. Land limited. All right. Make double sure. I don't have any mods on. Nothing like that.
Hey there's Skip. What's going on? How you doing? This will be epic,
Okay.
better, last long time. Yeah, it's going for 2.5 hours. So this is going to be insane,
here.
guys. It's basically Team Speedrunner versus Team 3RA, and the 3RA guys are like dedicated
And we are
PvPers.
paused.
So
Okay,
this is going to be crazy.
Server is
I'm
paused.
sorry. Is the server supposed to be running on the oldest version from yesterday? Because we all have 42 and not 41, which is the service version.
Okay.
I'm not
All right,
sure how about our 3RA. So
Okay,
maybe you
I
ask
think
them too.
we did 41 last night, so they're all in 41. I didn't. So last night we actually had this conversation last night. We didn't roll to 42 because we didn't want a crash fest for today. But yeah, and 3RA is joining. So, and by the way, the Reddit post said 41. So
Yeah. If you're using Steam, it's super easy to downgrade. Like, it'll take like.
yeah.
If you're not,
So-
then.
So what do we want to? Okay, hang on. Let me grab Psycho here. Stay here, Auntie.
Hey, Frank Best and V Mutiny. Hey, I haven't seen you in a while, man.
I
How
also
you
have
doing?
trouble like on 41 to be honest, because 41 is like having huge CPU problems with me.
All right.
But I told you about, right?
I can. Team Steel.
I only need one
Steelax
video
is
game
getting
geek, I
version
think.
42 collision issues, and apparently it does some performance stuff. Would you guys be any reason why we shouldn't go to 42 today? Any reason why we can't? I'll just roll forward. Any issues with that?
No, I'm not opposed to it.
Okay.
I prefer the latest experimental.
Okay. All right.
Me too, because I have problems on 41 actually. My PC is like not working well on that one.
Okay. All right.
Yeah,
well, let's
fine.
do it. Let's
right.
take 5 minutes. I'll roll the server.
Thank you.
And I'll roll my own to 42. So give me just a second. Okay. Thanks, guys.
Yep. And the map string's not available anymore. Capper.
Oh, yeah. Oh, wait. So does that mean I need to do a new map?
Well, the
map string's not available.
Well, I mean, they didn't change this. Will the map string not work in a new version? It should.
I think the map string won't work. But yeah, okay. All right. Well, everybody, let's go to version 42.
Hey there, Demonic Wolf. Blast from the past. Yeah, man. How are you doing? It's been a while. Doing good. How are you? I'm doing pretty good. Thank you.
Intermission in the video. We stopped the server. All right. There was a high CPU-ish version a version deal. They didn't fart with the map gen, so it should work. Okay, good. All right, server stopped. Let's hope this works. Otherwise, we're going to need to be borrowing Mojo's. We're going to need to be borrowing Mojo's server. All right, give me just a second. 1642. Install. Okay, and then I'm going to roll personally to 42. Get them both going. Okay, 3RA is good. Team Steelax is good. They were all on 42.
Perfect. I'm rolling right now.
All right. Server is installing. Everybody get some bless RNG in chat to hopefully this every single time I do a service called Creeper Host, and Creeper Host has been very, very, very good with all of these things, and even their stopping the server. Okay, server's not running. All right, looks like it installed. Okay, select world, save. Okay, save successfully. Rolling right into 42. Okay.
Perfect.
All right, please. Let's let this please work.
It'll work.
42. Hopefully. Bless RNG. Okay.
Oh, I missed this game. Have you not played much V Mutiny?
All right. I think I am in.
And sorry about this, guys.
All
a
right.
little hiccup. We're getting started here very
server
shortly.
is
Stick
up.
with us.
Okay. Server is up with .42. Go ahead.
And
Server's up with 42.
I'll need the info when you get a second.
Oh, I thought I sent to you. Hang on.
Wait, maybe you did. I didn't
Hang
see
on.
the connect info.
There it is.
Okay.
Have it. Oh yes, it was up. It was scroll up a little bit in Discord.
Oh yeah, it was like
went a while.
within the links. I missed it. My bad.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Server is up. .42.
Fantastic. I'm in.
Join. Okay. All right. Well, there we go. On the fly.
Hey, that went pretty smooth.
Yeah.
For once.
I can't. Yeah.
For
I can't. Like there's this one is going to be a lot of. Let's do this on the fly. So. All right, I think we're good. Let me see. All right, I'm gonna go check in with each team and make sure they are all in the server and everything. Let's start with Steel Axe first. All able to connect. I see Dan Geo just connected.
Yes, I'm in.
Anybody not in?
Clowntown, am I allowed to spectate in game?
You want to? Okay. All right,
Well,
fine.
my internet can't handle the stream by watching Eurovision, so it would be nice for
okay.
me.
Why don't
Yes.
you just watch the stream while not watching Eurovision?
Because Dino told me to watch Eurovision, and
right.
I want to.
Staff exception. Go ahead. As long as you yell at Zulan and slow him down. There you go.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
Okay, but everybody's in. Anyone not in? Okay. All right. Good luck, guys.
Thank you. Can I?
All right. 3RA is everybody at version 42 and connected.
I
like
do
Stig.
believe so.
Stig is connecting right now. I see him downloading the map. All right. Okay. Speak now or forever hold your peace.
Is everybody in?
I'm in.
All right.
I think everybody's in.
Okay.
Hi,
All
Florian.
right. It'll be about 30 seconds, and then here is, and then the server will unpause. Join your teams, and we'll get going.
Awesome.
All right, good luck,
All right,
guys.
good luck, guys. Okay.
All right, let's go.
Let me get one thing set up first. We'll do that. Okay. All right, and then there is one thing I want to play. Find it. Okay. It looks like this is one of the. I don't know what we'll find when we get in here. All right, off we go at the 35 mark. Looks like.
Stream
right,
drop
play
TV
the bugle.
Hopefully it's not an issue for everybody. Sorry guys, it's not quite the quality I normally do. I'm not at home at the moment, but bear with me here.
Let's make sure everybody joins the right team. Okay, because last time Elric just started clicking buttons and we had to move him over.
Teams are limited to 4. Capper.
Oh,
see if I can join.
Clonin, can I up the team? Clonin, shoot me a command really quick that does the maximum teams up to 5.
Downtown teams are limited to 4.
Yep, I know. Stand by.
We got this.
4. Hang on. Let me get a.
We don't play currently, right? I don't know.
All right. Well, hang on. We'll do that. Pause. Okay.
That's okay, Auntie. You don't need to play.
Or have Bilka or somebody. Is there a command I can just run? Shoot it to me in Discord, and I'll just run it and up the teams to 5. If that's a thing.
I don't think so, but I can ask them.
Okay. Have them send to me in Discord. Bilka's being dropped.
Oh man, rip Bilka.
Clowntown, I can give you a command to fix that.
Yes, shoot it to me in Discord, please. Just the
He's
exact
not
text.
answering, but I'm pretty sure he doesn't know anything about. There's no general command to that.
No. Juice has a command for me. Stand by. I'll run it and we'll get it open.
Really?
Just a second.
Great. Okay.
Just the exact text.
Yeah.
Okay. Make it dumb for me.
Make it as dumb as possible.
Can you just run it for him? I mean, that avoids all user error, right?
5. Nah. Keep this. Don't want any accusations of admin access.
Okay. C, global team. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Everybody back in their corners. I'll run this command and then I'll do this, run the command, then we'll unpause. All right. Cloning confirms this is the right command.
Perfect.
Okay. All right. See you, Juice. Okay. All right. Here we go. Okay, try that. Watching the teams. Command. Yes, 5.
5, fantastic.
Fantastic. All right, it's in.
Zamotri, no, unfortunately you're not. These are preset teams
Eiffel
already
joined
established like a week ago. We
and
do
we
hold
got 5 on each team. Okay.
events open to everybody.
We are
like once a
off.
month though.
2.5 hours. Here we go.
All right,
Anybody
let's
gotta
go.
go pee before we get started?
I'll have to take a snack break, but
All right. Do I have? Is there spectator fog of war? I'm 90% sure I shut that off.
well,
That
it
might
looks
be
like
bad.
it looks like it is on because I can't see anything outside where we have vision.
Okay, Clonin, can you send me a thing to shut off spectator fog of war? All right. Well, we'll watch them here in a second. All right.
So Steel Axe is off quick, man, laying down the blueprints.
It looks like we are stone limited. Yep, this is the stone limited, the one that Clonin picked. Stone
wow.
is 6K over on the edge. There are on the edge of copper. There are two oil spots in the base. Good amount of coal, good amount of copper and iron. So it is stone limited. Not bad. So easy start. Should be an easy start. But like someone in the chat said, later on it's going to hurt. So
Yeah. So this is interesting. This is something we would kind of anticipate, but as you would expect, the speedrunners are just blasting off, taking a huge lead here. But I think they're gonna be in for a surprise once these 3RA guys get their combat equipment up and running.
Yep. Yeah. So they've put down the base. I did get a chance last night. If you go back to my my VODs, last night I did get a chance to run with. We did some random teams, and it was just an open game, and with Stig and Juice, and I did get a chance to run with Juice's makeshift base, and it is very, very good, very compact and very tight. And here's the command for us.
Perfect.
Oops. /config. Okay. Just get set. Nope.
Uh-oh.
Something. Don't forget /C. Global.game_config spectator fog of war equals false. Okay. That should have done it.
Yeah, there we
Yep,
go.
there it is.
Yep.
Okay, we got
Perfect.
it. Awesome. Okay, well now there we go. Hopefully that didn't kill Bilka's
Kill his
PC
internet.
in the internet.
So this is I guess this is just the difference, between the speedrunner knowledge and strategy and not, because, you notice the speedrunners, why they have so many points is because they actually, they have their power on now and actually making stuff, whereas 3RA is just, they have all this stuff built, but they have no power.
Right.
So
Yep.
it's like not doing anything.
All right, let me grab while I'm thinking about it, and while these guys are just now setting up before a ton of action, I'm going to grab a screenshot of the teams. So we've got it. And a screenshot of the starting map. That's a very, let's see, teams. I like to record these things for the final Reddit post, and then I can do this and just have the scores up. And Team Steel Axe out to an early lead.
Very large
And
lead.
Anti is pulling up wall.
Interesting.
He's already pulled up half of his east wall.
That's odd, actually. Like, I would understand, a section or something to, run something through, but it looks like he's just tearing up the whole wall.
So last time we saw this, this was in Blue Circuit event number 1. What we saw is because base exclusion is there, those turrets and those walls can kind of be used however, right?
Mm-hmm.
And what we saw was Madzuri, one of the reasons why he won the Gangster Award is because he was able to just immediately run out and he found other competitors' oil and put wall all over them. And wall is way more durable than you think.
Yeah,
and
it really is.
It costs, for the price of one stone, of the stone it takes to put in a wall, like you have to use so many bullets or shotgun shells to get through a wall to get over an oil patch. So it was really good. And by the way, just so you guys are clear, in the Reddit post, I did run the debug options equal false. I did that before I saved. So, so the debug options are off. Let me look at 3RA.
Yeah. Let's,
okay, 3RA quickly putting down some oil, which is good. They've got a long way to pump it. They put oil. The deposits are in the southeast, and they put the setup over in the northwest.
Oh yeah, that's a very long way. Kind of odd they would do it over there.
Yep. Routed it around the base. I guess there wasn't a ton of room that they could put it down here in the southeast.
How are you doing? It's been a long time for sure.
They do have a pretty big oil setup once it gets going, so that's probably not bad. They may need a pump to get that flow rate up at some point.
Oh yeah, probably. So I thought Anti was just gonna do like a super quick rush attack because he pulled up those turrets too, but maybe, I don't know, maybe he's heading out now.
Yeah. Oh, here he goes. He's walking.
That's a very long walk.
Yeah.
Like,
it's bigger than you think. I pulled in the map quite a bit.
right.
He may be just going. He might be going exploring for some additional stone and or ore. What he doesn't see is he's got some stone up against the back wall here. And on these maps, there's not a ton of hiding space. This is one of the reasons why I pulled the map in, is because getting around behind the map is a kind of a dangerous spot. You can hide somewhere in there, and you can just kind of terrorize another base. But kind of the better thing that Mojo was really an advocate for is getting everyone pushed towards the center for more action.
Right, definitely.
So that it's more StarCraft like in its maps than whatever. The trouble though is if the map was able to be round shaped instead of square shaped, you could almost eliminate all the corners that you can hide in.
Mm-hmm.
But let's see. Yeah, see, Anti is halfway now. Checking to see if they are expanding. So for now, no one's come out of their base except for Anti.
And I think he must be going for attack. There's no reason, I don't think, to look for resources that far out.
Right.
So, and this could be really, depending how he does it, this could be dangerous. I mean, 3RA doesn't have any combat to speak of aside from the turrets in their base.
Well, so with the starting conditions being, starting equipment being small,
right?
Apparently Anti has set up his keyboard to auto run while he goes to the bathroom. So this Anti is
oh dear,
unassisted. His chat is lighting up. I actually have a there's a deal here. Tool assisted run. I guess there's nothing in the rules that says you can't jam a pin in your keyboard. He's AFK and running.
I hope he gets back before he just runs into their wall.
I bet you. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, so the thing that I'm not 3RA shouldn't really be worried about something like this because there's piercing rounds in this ammo, and starting equipment is small, so they don't have that. They do not have that the armor, right, that they start with, or rockets. So or a car. So they're not really gonna. He's not really gonna pierce the wall and start blowing stuff up. What he is gonna do is see what's around them and probably do what he did is put walls and turrets around the oil or whatever they're going to go out and claim, whether it's their stone or the oil, the extra oil that they're going to need.
Yep.
Yeah.
Wafke and Xenon Tech, thanks for the follows. And Damo, thank you so much for the 2-month resub, man.
He's going to spawn in.
Thank you so much for that.
There's only 2 teams. There's nowhere. If they know where they are, then they know where the team is. Yeah, right. He might wall in the stone, or he might wall in the oil.
I'd definitely go. Yeah.
Oil's easiest because it's 1 wall per deposit. You don't really have to do anything other than that.
Oh, and he's just doing this to. He's just being. He's just being a jerk, man.
Oh yeah, there you go.
They just have to, because they can't tear them up, right? So they have to now shoot every single one of these walls if they want to put miners here.
Correct.
That's actually hilarious. I hadn't thought of that.
So just so you know, Madzuri did that immediately from Team Elric's team on last Blue Circuit. You were a competitor in that one, so you probably didn't see it, but that was something that Madzuri did. He pulled up like most of Elric's wall and then got in a car and drove off and did this too, and pretty much hit every other team with walls and turrets immediately, and just set them back on their export. See, there you go. He hit that oil. Yep, he's doing exactly what we thought. Well, there you go, gangsta.
Very sneaky strategy.
Yep. So here's the difficulty with stone. So DD Gamer's trying to figure out how to separate the copper and the stone. They don't have a ton of that stone, and it's jammed right up on copper. So they do have some difficulty pulling that out. Yep, there they go. He needs to start boxing that stone if he's smart. They do need some inserters. They need to go to their chest and put some inserters on this on these boilers, because there's boilers with water and steam engines attached with no inserters, and the inserters are cheap, and there's 1 million of them in their starting boxes.
Yep, and they're running low on power because of that.
Yep. Yep, those miners are trudging along. They're at about 60% capacity. Speedrunners may be going bots. I don't know. I'm going to run the stone up here to... Oh, just going to use one of their stone lines. Okay.
And Anti is just screwing up all these ore patches.
Yep. Where is he now?
He's on that big iron patch.
Yep. He's hit the oil. Oh, I wonder why he left the uranium. There you go. Okay.
Yeah. Just no one seems interested in it.
No one seems interested in getting off a nuke, you know. So
if he hits this oil and this stone, that's gonna be huge.
Yep. They're gonna here in a minute. They don't even know he's there. No one's put down radars. And yeah, this should be their first stone that they go after, either this one or the one in the northwest for 446K. And looks like they are a couple connections away from green circuits. 3RA is.
Oh, yep.
Tooling is almost up. They're one connection away from having. Then after that, I think that it's a couple connections away from having miners and assemblers off the board. Belts and undergrounds are off. Splitters are just waiting on green boards. And Juice is going to town on his blueprint. It's really good. Eiffel and DD Gamer setting up the other things in the base. DD Gamer needs to get that power handled like right now.
Yeah, that's a very big issue.
Everything's slowed down because of that. All right. Oil's going. Oh, looks like we had a case. Psycho contaminated his. Oh no, he set him up backwards. It's always hard to remember when you go through the advanced one. Well, I don't know. It looks like he might have set him up backwards, because when he turned on the refinery, he had oil going to the far tap, and water going to the near tap. Looks like he was swapping those out. I did that yesterday in my mega base, and I lost so much fluid because I had to uproot everything.
Yeah, it is a major hassle when that happens.
When you contaminate your pipes.
Oh yeah.
Just
It's
route
horrible.
something wrong. And not the most intuitive to discover, right?
No, not
Hey,
at all.
Why did everything stop? Oh, and then you got to go trace lines forever.
Yep.
All right, Anti's on the outside. Looks like he's done a lap around their base, so he knows what they have. He may be out of wall. He didn't put wall on the stone. Interesting.
Yeah, that would be my guess. He probably ran out of wall. You know, because he only
But
took
he's
up
now
that one
mapped
like
him.
corner.
All right, so now he's gonna run back, see if we can jam something in his keyboard and go get a coffee.
Wow, and it looks like Team Steelaxe already has bots.
So that was the goal last time. Is that Zulan said something like, "Yeah, our goal was to have bots in about 10 minutes." And I'm
That
like,
is
"What?"
impressive.
And sure enough, we are, what, 20 minutes into the contest, and they've got
I'll be back.
bots running around placing stuff.
Yeah, which I think in these events, like, it's really deceiving because I was deceived by it. You know, you might think, well, why would I go bots? You know, I could be spending the time and resources on other stuff, but when you get them, the productivity just goes through the roof, you know, because these 50 bots are doing stuff that, you know, these players don't have to do now.
Right.
It's
all
huge.
construction. Yeah.
Yeah.
And all they got to do is and even this, what they should probably do is their starting equipment, go uproot that, or just place that over place a red chest over their starting steel chest, and then throw a blueprint down and go. This is really good. Yep. Passive provider chest. There you go. Red belts. Dan Geo, newcomer. He's got the speedrun record, I think. I checked it earlier this week. He has a speedrun record for the Watch Your Step.
Oh, really?
Speedrun. Yeah, which is run yourself over with a locomotive. And like 26 minutes is where they're flirting around with now. So
That's impressive.
Yeah, run yourself over with a locomotive when you start off with you start with nothing and run yourself over with a locomotive in 26 minutes. That's a challenge. So that means his early game is very, very tight. So he's probably a great addition to Steelaxe, right?
Oh yeah. And looking at these blueprints, pretty big difference I'm noticing is, you know, Team Steelaxe seems to have some military, but much less of it in lower tech than 3RA. I mean, when you look at 3RAs, they've got, you know, power armor parts, they've got all this stuff, combat robots, which is going to be interesting how quickly they can get there, because if they can get that higher tech stuff, it's going to be a huge difference.
Yep. So here's he's doing another thing. He's still out. He's placing the his coal miners, or the miner drills, out on some coal out there. Look, and he's going to feed one of them. Yep, there you go. He just mined one coal, and there you go. He's going to draw. He's going to draw like a. He's going to draw a hand, like a finger.
Yeah, I'm not sure what that is.
So that'd be better if you draw some sort of, some sort of message like your mama or something in the coal.
In the coal. This is just. This is so mean by him.
Well,
I mean, this is a game, but it's really funny to watch, because.
Oh yeah. Oh, he's putting down gates.
Gates too.
Gates too. Same thing. I mean, they cost a green circuit, but they are just as hard to knock down. They've got 350 health, and wall has 350, so it's not serves the same purpose. All right. 3RA. Yep, they have. So one example of what you're talking about is they have 6 laser producers, laser assemblers. Then Steelaxe only has 2. Looks like their tooling's all off the ground, though. So this is good.
Yep.
should probably throw all of their blue assemblers or their gray assemblers into the blue machine and just have them all up convert and start placing those.
That would definitely be good. Get them a little more production there.
So their blueprint does have some robo ports in, and their blueprint does have, yeah, there it is. They have three frame makers and one apiece of bot makers, but it is a little ways down the road. I don't think we got there down this far into the blueprint until like an hour in last night. But it was just two of us. It was just me and Juice.
Mm-hmm.
2 laser assemblers is a significant amount. All right, so Team Steelaxe is also out the door. So they have iron, and they are routing that in.
And some oil, looks like, too.
Mm-hmm. Best thing they could do is just get it inside their base so it's protected and box it. Like, even if they don't do anything with it right now, just put it in a box. Throw a couple steel chests down and start boxing that ore. Same with
Verum,
they
thanks
run
to
power
follow,
out
and
there.
sorry about that, Jimmy
poles,
John. I'll
but,
permit you
Zeno
here.
is going to bring in oil. Best thing they could do is throw down like 8 tanks and just pull it in. Oh, Anti-Suis, what do you do? He grenaded himself to come back. Yep. He okay.
I mean, it's way quicker.
Like walking. Yeah.
It's I mean, he had nothing on him, I would imagine, at that point.
Yeah, he was out of it. The only thing he had was those 10 burner miners, and didn't need them. He made a coffee cup, didn't start the other coffee cup. No, yeah, there you go. See, that would have been funnier if he'd run himself over with his own car. That's possible, you know.
It's difficult, though, isn't it?
It's hard. It's not something you want to do all the time. I mean, you got to work at it. You got to get out and then let the car go and then kind of run in front of it with low health. You could do it.
That would have been pretty funny.
Yeah. It's like, oh, he's run his car. He's run himself over. I mean, who among us hasn't been there?
Well, yeah. I mean,
yeah.
Usually,
I've almost run myself over in my own car before. Yeah, back when I had a manual. When I was driving a stick, I was driving a diesel Jetta manual transmission. There were some really times I thought I could just kind of put my foot down and Fred Flintstone it out my car out of my driveway. I did almost break my leg and kill it.
Oh yeah, that's a risky game there, doing it like that.
Yep. So outside of 3RA, they've got about 700k stone to go pull from, all to the west, which is out of kind of a little bit behind them. So that's good. They've got some more coal. They'll need to tap. They will probably need to tap into that. Just bring it in. It'd be a smart thing to do. They don't have much much copper. So 714k copper is west of them. They've got more iron, and their oil. Now they've got 3 to the south and what is that? 9 to the west, but it is now covered in freaking wall.
Yep, that's good.
So, all right, comparatively, Steelaxe probably has the better setup with all like 2.3 million copper right out back. That's going to be easy points for them if they just put down some point miners once they get their stuff up.
Yeah, they are.
What they don't have is stone, right? So they have that little 6k stone in the base, and they are putting it right into a chest. That's a smart setup, actually. Look at their stone setup. Steelaxe, it's on the south side of that copper.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
Yeah, that's a really smart way to do it. Where if the line backs up, it just starts going into a chest. You don't even use an inserter on it. That's a smart way to do it.
Yep, constant points from that, definitely.
Yep. And they're going ahead and pulling stone for bricks, and they're able to make wall and stone furnaces. So they should be good, at least, to convert over to stone furnaces. They do have 150k stone right outside their door. That's probably more than they need. But they are well set up with oil now. It's a little farther and a little more facing the enemy. And their iron is not too bad. They went out and got iron early and often. Same with their oil. Is it pumping yet though?
Yeah, they went out very early to get resources. It looks like DRA is just content, you know, sitting in their base, finishing out their blueprints for right now.
And on the edge of the map, they do have a tiny coal spot worth 40k. They could pull that up. That wouldn't be bad. So, all right, so here's Anti. He's already going for point miners.
Oh, yep.
And
Patented
he's
move.
gonna stagger him. Yep. So I wonder if he's going to bring that. He should bring that in actually before just putting it into a chest. He should probably just bring that in and throw it into chests inside the base. Go ahead and put it on a belt and have inserters do that work.
Yeah, just in case they do need it for sure.
It is early enough in the game where they could probably just spend the time to do it. Yep, he's going to do a belt. Okay, that's good. Past that, there is a uranium patch next to each one. I don't know that we're going to see a uranium pack with everybody. Yeah, he's going to bring it in. I say steel furnace. I say stone furnaces when I mean steel furnaces all the time.
I'll be back.
Man, so I don't know. This is. I feel like 3RA. I mean, I guess they're probably getting ready to gear up to attack pretty soon.
Yeah.
I mean, they have to at this point because I don't think they should know that they can't outpoint speedrunners at this point.
Yeah. And I don't know that they're super worried about it. I think they're gonna get into let's go play them in the long game because I think they're banking on the fact that they probably have more hours in combat,
Right.
Whereas, you know, the Steel Axe guys have way more hours in build, and I think they can do that. The only factor here is that Anti's a freaking gangster and
Yeah.
just does not have any mercy in his body for in combat. So we'll see. I would say that all of the Steel Axe guys or all of the 3RA guys are dangerous in combat, and probably Anti is probably the most dangerous in combat of Steel Axe, whereas the other four, I don't know if they've put in the hours.
I don't think so. I've never really seen them do any combat.
Yeah, could be wrong.
Could be, yeah. Maybe they were practicing in secret. I think Steel
knows?
Axe is probably lucky that Red Car is not in this match.
Freaking Red Car,
He-
man!
oh
I
my
asked
God.
about it. Yeah, he's an amazing guy. I mean, give him a base to build and he falls on his face, but put him out in the open field with some rockets, and he will bury you. That's in that one match where Red Car was outside Anti's base and just doing circles around him. I said, you know, what do you do with that guy? Like, how do you go up against that guy? And I think the answer is run the other direction.
Yeah,
Do something
exactly.
else.
Yeah, I mean,
Because he kills everybody.
everyone. I mean, in that event, he did the same thing to us, and our whole team charged him, and he just killed all of us. He is a beast.
What do you do against that guy? And I asked, and they said, well, he's in a place where his internet's pretty bad, so he's not gonna be able to join this event. But because otherwise, like Psycho and Juice, they're no dummies. Like they would put him on every single team because he's just a murderer.
Yeah, I mean, so I guess the strategy is hold the events when he's somewhere with bad internet.
I guess, yeah, or you know, I don't know. Hope he takes a day off or sick or something. I don't know. I don't know
Yeah.
I don't know what else you do. I don't know. Grumpy Joe in my chat just sent me a note that says Eiffel is just as annoying as Red Car, and has had the pleasure of playing against him before. So maybe Eiffel is the substitute Red Car that we don't know about. There you go.
Oh well, that'll be interesting to watch then.
That'll be good.
See what he can do.
Let's get Eiffel out in the open and go have him do his thing.
Right now, he's just taking a little ride on the belt, enjoying the views.
DD Gamer has gone out and explored. I think he's found the wall, and the wall laden. He's probably just going to do a lap and see what we can do.
He should find the stone though. Luckily, maybe.
So Rain says that Steel Axe base looks like a bootstrap base. Secret message received, buddy. I don't know what that means.
That's what I was thinking. It looks very boots like. There's no way this is going to be their final plan here. This
So
is way too
bootstrap
much
means
bootstrap.
like a temporary base?
Yeah. I mean, yeah. So temporary base to make something bigger. Which, interestingly, I noticed they just now did some science in labs.
Oh.
So I
where's
wonder
that?
what they have in store here, because there hasn't really been any science been done in the last events of these, because a lot of science is already unlocked.
Right. It gives it up through. Oh, there it is. There it is. It's on the end of it. So they've got to be. Please try for nukes. Like, please.
That would be hilarious. I mean, if anyone can do it, it's these guys.
Yeah. Oh, it's they're probably just going to go for at the moment. It looks like they've got the first 3 flavors: red, green, and gray. So they may just be going for,
like damage or something.
Yeah, bullet damage and laser damage. You know, all of the military upgrades, which is not a bad strategy at all.
No.
Science gives you some good points. You know, and the machinery to make science is good points. And yeah, they could probably use it. Construction bots only need green, right? Green circuits. The logistic is what needs the red. So they can absolutely make construction bots super early. 4, I'm counting 4 explosive round makers.
Devils, Drevsy, and
4
Zebalad.
tanks.
Thanks for the
They've
follows,
got 2
guys.
miners,
Much appreciated.
2 rocket machines. 1 solar. 3 laser. Sorry, I didn't see the 3rd laser. They have 3 laser turret makers. Looks like they've got about 12 lasers so far, but they're making it full speed now. Plenty. Got piercing ammo is off the line. It's not going to science though. It's a very impressive base. They're slowly converting over to steel furnaces too. If you look up at this steel line, that's the first one it looks like they've done. Right way to do it.
Yep, definitely.
There's a blue circuit assembler is on the end of their science machine.
Definitely, my guess is PLDs. That's what that's for.
Yeah, 100%.
And even though they are nerfed, they're still very good.
Oh, they're still power. Yeah,
they're super good still.
So PLDs are cut by half. It's the electric damage in the combat options. PLDs they now kill you in 6 shots instead of 3, right?
Yeah, but they still shoot super fast.
Maybe 8 shots instead of 4 because of the additional 50 health that each player has. It used to be 250. Now you hover over everyone, it's 300. On the 3RA server, they put it up to 500. That just takes forever to kill someone.
Yeah.
Reason why we bumped it up. One reason why we bumped it up is these humans are pretty frail, and putting it to 300 gives, I think it's 1 extra PLD shot, and it gives you you can step on 2 mines before you die instead of just 1.
Oh, that's huge.
Yeah. And if you watched last week's green circuit event, like that was the most fun, is watching to see who was going to step on a mine and who wasn't. And like several times during that broadcast, I just lost it and had to go fall out of my chair laughing so hard.
I thought that was hilarious.
It was hilarious. It
was so great. I think
great.
I think most of these guys are not quite as new to things as a few people were in that, like obviously. So
yeah.
we may not see as many accidents, but I hope we at least see some.
The funny part with that event, if you guys want to go back there, it's in the YouTube channel, and just check out my other videos. It's Green Circuit from May 5th, 2018, and you'll see a guy named Deagle. And when I took in like register, like I made a dumb little Google form, and I just said register, and I just asked how many hours you have in Factorio, give me your Twitch name, give me your Discord name, are you in the have you registered for this Discord, etc. And I said list your Factorio hours, and the what I got in was 1200, 350, 550, 400, 250, 2100, 9, 31, 310, 430. Like everyone had hundreds of hours, and one dude had 9, and he got the record for stepping on the most mines. And the best comment I got of the whole thing, I said, "Hey man, you did great today. You had 9 hours going in, and you had 9 hours going in." And then he goes, "Well, now I have 22 hours."
Yeah.
Oh man, it was so great.
That was
22 hours of experience. Oh, the first car is off the line. Dan Geo has a car.
Oh,
Just
man.
sped out of his base. Yep, he's up. Anyway, if you guys want to go back and watch that, yeah, he was our minesweeper. Good job. If you guys want to go back there, it's in my YouTube channel. Also, plenty of clips off of that event in my Twitch channel. It's really great.
Yeah, definitely check that out.
Okay, the science build for Steel Axe is placed, but not powered. And it looks like there's 2 other connections they need to hook up. I think piercing rounds. Oh, there's piercing rounds, and grenades are off the line. Oh, there it is. Turrets are direct insert. Okay, they've got military science off the board in a couple minutes.
Yep, it's gonna be pretty slow, but it'll do the job for a couple of upgrades for sure.
Yep. Yep. Okay. There's the first 2 military sciences are making right now.
Now we can't, as observers, we can't actually see what they're researching, can we?
When they change it, it will give us a message down the lower
Okay.
left of the screen. All right. So DD Gamer for 3RA is now fighting the wall. He's got a car, which is good. He's got a line of iron coming in, and he's just run over one of his own power poles. So he's got a oh, he's hit another second one.
Oh dear.
He just puts more down. Don't even know repair packs. We're just gonna put some more down. Oh, he almost hit another one.
There goes a tree.
And currently, no one is researching. Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll see it, and it'll and
oh, there we go.
It'll give a little message, and there it is. Dan Geo started laser turret. There you go. Laser turret damage 1.
Now, for people, I'm sure that the speedrunners, I'm sure they know this, but for people who may not, laser damages and shooting speeds do not affect the PLD. So,
right.
If you're thinking, oh man, they're getting that for the PLD, it doesn't have any effect on it. It's just a flat set damage and fire rate.
Correct. And it's what does affect it is called electric damage.
Yeah.
And that's in one of the combat settings in the Reddit link.
Mm-hmm. Which was cut
so,
in
and
half.
that was cut in half. Correct. So this is just the turrets. This is just for the turrets that they're researching.
Oh man, I see 3 tanks set up and ready to go by Anti.
Oh, there you go. And look at the point differential now. 60K versus 30K, and they've just about doubled the points for Steel Axe.
This I don't know, man. This could be a quick match. I mean, they're already, they're doubling the points, and they look like they are already ahead in combat as well.
Yep, maybe so.
Which I did not anticipate. I thought 3RA would definitely be beating them on the combat side.
Well, 3RA wants to drag you into deep water. That's probably where they're going to win. And so if you look at the last time they won, last event, they didn't cross the lead until somewhere around the 2 hour 15 mark, right?
Hey there,
the guys at 3RA do have tanks. Psycho
Welcome.
is in fact motoring across the middle. And,
oh, they do.
They do have tanks.
So
Psycho's out. Yep, Psycho's out to an early attack. Doesn't want to wait. This is probably best strategy, and they're probably feeling the pressure from that score to go out there and put a damper on that score.
He's going to be in for a little surprise though when he runs into 3 people in a tank.
Right.
Or 3 different tanks rather.
But I mean, I think Psycho has more hours in a tank than all those guys combined. So. I
mean, maybe you can outmaneuver him, but I mean, still 3 tanks of damage worth of compared to 1.
They've also so I'm looking at this iron patch, and I think it was Zulan Acido was out here. I think they mined. They have a couple laser turrets, and they've mined up their They've mined up this iron patch out here. A couple other turrets too. Psycho's crossed the middle. He's about 60% there. He's going to head south a little bit and come in from the side. He'll probably see that iron patch. Pull him in. All right. They're getting all the points off of the ore. It is worth Psycho's time to come over here and stop this insanity.
Oh, yeah.
Stop all the boxing up with this ore.
And it's actually, I didn't pay close enough to attention, but it's possible he may actually have a PLD because 3RA does have blue circuits. Like, they were already done before he left.
Yep.
So that's possible.
Yep. They do not have repair bots yet. Their bots have not been made. They would have had to have the frames done, which need electric engines. And electric engines, are they done? No, they are not. Okay, so, and you can't make electric engines in your inventory, so they don't have bots. Oh, then there's two mines.
Set off the alarm.
Psycho knows about the iron now.
Surprised he's not going for it.
Double back.
Should at least cut power or something. There he goes.
Yep, he'll just run that over, cut power.
I was looking in their base. I don't know if I'm blind, but I don't see 3RA making landmines anywhere, which is a huge surprise.
All right, so Psycho is going to grenade up the belts a little bit. Okay. And he stopped the flow in. There's 3 steel axe converging.
Here comes Anti.
There's Anti. He's dodging the mines. He's blown up. Anti's blown up his own mines. Psycho's no dummy. He's not going to open. He sees the entry opening through the mines.
Red's between them.
Oh, he's going to hit some mines. Look out. Oh, and he's blocked. Psycho blocked with some turrets. Anti's got him on the run at half health. So Psycho.
Oh, he's. Couple more shots from Anti, and that tank's gone.
Yep.
Looks like he may be trying to loop back around.
Yeah, and Psycho's not going to leave anything there. He would have if he's not afraid of losing it now. He's got grenades. Doesn't look like he has much of anything else. Hit the belt, but it didn't stop. Still no power out there.
Oh, that's
he's put
smart.
down a laser turret on their yes.
He has more.
Put down a laser turret on their power. Oh, and
Zeno
has responded by cutting power. Good job. More laser turrets, and Zeno's
dead.
With his own laser turret, with their own laser turrets. Good job. See, this is where Psycho's got all the hours in combat.
Yep.
Psycho's gonna rubber band, and he doubled around with the rubber band.
The rubber band saved him.
Yes. Oh, and he lost it to the mines. Psycho's up, but he's not gonna make it. I
think he's just.
He rubber banded out of there. Good job, Psycho. He dropped 3 laser turrets. So they had not much on him. They've got 3 laser turrets and some piercing rounds, and that's about it. Not much there.
Now, the annoying thing for Steel Axe is, like everything else, they can't tear these turrets up. So they have to leave power off to their miners until they shoot or destroy all these turrets. Correct.
Yep, and they just put some mines down around it and blew them up. All right, so there you go. All right, so the mines are down. Now they can connect power back up. Good job, Psycho. He did his job. There's more lasers, and look at that. That turret really wants to kill those guys. Looking at him. There it is.
Oh wait, did Anti just ran over Zeno? Didn't he?
Yes, he did.
Oh my gosh. Brilliant.
Treason.
Treason.
Oh, man. Oh, GG.
So,
First blood. XenoCyber has died twice now. First one to Psycho and his laser turrets. Secondly to AntiElitz. Team kill.
Team kill.
DK. Anti is Thanos confirmed. Anti's chat's going crazy.
Yes, confirmed.
Oh man.
That was probably trying to punish Xeno for dying in the first place. That was his punishment.
Oh man.
I'm still very surprised that 3RA is not making landmines at all.
They'll get there. That was good. See, look what Psycho did with no landmines, no rockets, and no shells, right?
True.
All he had was some laser turrets and 1,000,000 hours in the tank, and went over there, stopped their miners, killed Xeno. Like that's really good. And here's the thing: all these guys are like that. That's why they're that's how dangerous they are, and that has kind of. They're still doubled up, but that did kind of. It took one guy took 4 steel axe guys off their game, and slowed down their points.
Yep, I mean
to be fair, the speedrunners didn't get really dented in their points. They got dented in their task, right?
Correct. Yeah.
All right. So the shells haven't gone down. They just need to hook those up. They need to do. So they are making landmines.
Oh yeah, couple.
There's 336 in the chest now. Blue circuits are. Where are they output? Blue circuits are off the belt. Yep. There's only like 6 of them made. They're not hooked up yet. They're sitting on the belt. They're not landing in a chest, so they're just barely getting their blue circuits up and running. There needs to have that constant harassment like they had in previous games and just do denial. It's probably Rain, you're probably right. It's probably their best strategy.
Yeah, they can't just sit back and let Steel Axe just keep accumulating these points.
Yep.
I mean, like you said, one guy distracted 4 of them. You know, if maybe 3 or even 4 of the 3RA guys go over there, then speedrunners are going to be in trouble.
Yep, here to return the favor is to the south, Anti and Zulan.
Oh, yeah.
They're going to find, Zulan's going to find the iron with, and probably just destroy it. Not much because of that wall would have taken out more than that patch would have given them at the time.
Yep.
Anti is tree killing. All right.
Plowing a little path.
All right. Oh, and there he goes. Power's cut. There it is.
Knowing Anti, he's just gonna kill all the stuff. A little bit of collision.
I'll be back.
They've run into each other. The bots are replacing the wall and repairing it. How about that? Ah. Carry some extra wall with them. Put some more gates on it. Yep. Deny resources. That's probably one of the best things that Anti in the game can do.
Yep, so that'll hurt their iron supply a little bit, although it looks like they're barely using this, but...
Yep. Just one line. Not too bad. So what's huge for Steel Axe now is they've got repair bots. That makes a giant difference in combat. Not even have to get out of your tank. You can go over there and fight and do the thing. And you don't have to get out and repair. It does it automatically. By placing the walls, they can still run over it, and the other team can't, right? Or gates.
Yeah, the gates.
If they play, the gates are probably the smarter one because that lets you run through it and the other team not, right? That's probably even a more superior solution to wall.
I know. Run, Juice.
Oh, here it is. Juice is not in a tank. He's got the mines. Oh, and the mines didn't arm yet.
Oh, yeah, they have a bit of a second, yeah.
They have a just a slight delay, and Zulan's going to hit them all.
Oh, but he does have a tank. He's chasing him now.
Yep, Juice has a tank. Oh, see. All right, now, see, here's where Juice has way more hours in a tank than Zulan, I would say.
Mm-hmm.
And Juice is going to kill all his bots. Yep, there's bots are down.
And Juice has better fuel, it looks like, because I think Yeah, it looks like
Correct.
he's gaining on him.
Yep. And probably maybe some solid fuel for the tanks so they can get up to speed quicker.
Yep.
He's going to cut them off. Yep. Oh, look. Putting down those mines is double-edged sword because then the bots leave and Juice is just up and he's turned his gun around. Yep. Juice gives way. All right. So he cleared out 4 or 5 bots, which might have been all the bots that Zulan had. He guess he'd have to go back. Psycho is on the move in a car, not in a tank. Maybe just doing some additional exploration. So here's where Juice has now found the pesky walls. Wants to clear some of them out.
Oh, yep.
Psycho's gonna go get his tank.
It takes forever, though.
Yeah, it does.
So
probably grenades would be.
I was gonna say I think grenades would be the better option.
Cheap, takes a bit, but probably the cheapest per resource to clear out the walls.
Oh yeah. Hey there, he's Scythe. How are you, man?
All right, so Psycho's
20 minutes late.
Anti
I'm glad
is
you
north,
finally stopped by.
And doesn't look like he's doing anything other than just mapping. He's gonna find their stone and shut that off.
So
kill some miners, cut their radar. That's probably the best thing he could do up there.
Oh yeah, cutting that radar is important. It looks like Stig is going after him.
Stig's not going to catch him.
No.
Too far of a lead, and looks like maybe Anti has better fuel, and Stig gives way. Okay.
So, in terms of the kind of a question I have with... So, base exclusion is on the entire match then, right?
Right.
So, essentially, so you could get to a point then where, like, you just can't win via PvP, right? Because even if you kill all of the things outside the base, whoever has the highest production score within their base is just going to win, right?
Two schools of thought. One, you could do what Zulan did in the last game, which is go out and point mine everything. You sneak out, and with solar and mining and chests, you can go find a copper patch, plant, or an iron patch, plant all your miners, powered all by solar, and just pull in all those points.
Okay.
One way to do it. Second way to do it is you can shoot up the edges of this base. So anything near the edge is fair game.
True.
May not be much, but you can probably get in. I think we measured 10 to 12 spaces in. Most of these guys have nothing really near the edge. Just kind of why we went from a small we went from a very small to a small. Anti's still patrolling. Just clearing out trees at the moment.
And now, in the starting options, the artillery targeter is disabled, but artillery is not, correct?
Correct.
So
yeah, they can still research and build artillery. Yes.
Okay. The research is quite expensive, but that would be an option because even the auto fire range would definitely reach into the base. Although I think it only targets military buildings on its own.
22 tiles in with cannon shells. There you go. All right, Anti is visible. These guys now. I don't think they care because he's not doing much.
And Reverm, thanks for the follow, and
Eiffel
Valray as well.
Left the
follows,
base,
guys.
just doing his building. Anti-circling. All right. Destroy their starter oil from the edge. Oh, he did. How about that? Look at there. He found their starter oil on that southeast side and hit it.
Oh, yeah, he did.
Yep.
Wow. That's going to hurt pretty bad.
Yeah, they don't have any other oil pumping in. They've got and their crude is 0. All right. That's still destroyed. Eiffel going out there to... I don't know what Eiffel's going to do.
I'm not quite sure what he's up to. I'm trying to figure out what Steel Axe is actually doing right now, because their base has been built for quite a while.
Yep.
I think maybe they're just maintenance.
Yep, Acido running out to explore. Rocket damage 1. There you go.
Man, if only tanks could shoot rockets.
Yeah.
That might be overpowered, but that would be great.
Acido is... I think this is just an exploration mission to try and find some point miners. I would say...
I mean, he's passed a ton of really good candidates.
Yeah. Probably, he'll probably try and throw him on down that 31 million iron because it's got a lot of real estate to pull it up.
Mm-hmm.
Cannon shell is 30 range. Team 3RA needs to get on those points. 1.2 million to 2.2 million.
All right,
rounded.
Damo, see you later. Have a good sleep. Thanks for
Juice
stopping by.
is in the car.
And Farmer
He's
Joe,
got
welcome.
I wouldn't say pinned in. Psycho's in the weeds with his car. Need some tanks, boys.
Yeah. Those cars just do not do against those trees.
But Juice could outmaneuver Anti and wall him in. They use tanks. They use walls to pull tanks in pretty easily. We'll see what happens here. He's going to try and cut him off, I think.
Yep, but that car I think can only take 2 shots maybe from the tank, so he's got to be careful.
Dicey.
Psycho is maybe gonna try
Psycho's threatening too. All right, here we go. Oh, and he was doing exactly that. He's walled him in, and the mines are gonna arm.
No.
Well, those are Anti's mines.
Oh no, he just killed.
So Juice is down and
Anti,
Psycho's down.
No mercy.
Good job. Anti's gonna get out and go get the stuff off their body. Just get it all.
They had a fair bit, actually.
I didn't see if there was anything good. They did have a fair amount of volume. I didn't see anything. I didn't see anything blue.
No.
There you go. All right, if you want to join one of these, we're going to have an open green circuit next weekend, May 19th.
Perfect.
Just about the same time. And I want to have 2 matches. There'll probably be 2 matches, either 90 minutes or 2 hours long. And open call. We'll do some random people. Teams are randomized, and we'll just have some fun next weekend. See what we can do. Anti stole a steel axe from the corpse. Is being reported from the correspondence.
Most important part.
And there's lots of cheers of praise the steel axe in Anti's chat. There you
go. he did some work. He
did some work. Now there's a second one buzzing around. Anti and Acido are now buzzing around here. Psycho is now in a tank. Juice or Stig is now in a tank. Is out there. Juice is in the base, doing some work. Need to hook up all that some power on those engine producers and get those electric engines going. Eiffel has not really left the base yet. That oil is still destroyed.
They have no oil coming in. Maybe they don't notice. I mean, you would think if they notice, they would be on that like 10 minutes ago.
Yeah. All right. Eiffel surely will see this. Yep. DD Gamer's got it.
Back.
Yep. He's gonna fix it.
Perfect.
Yep. He's got to go probably got to go back to the box and get the things. He's noticed it now.
And this I think this really demonstrates well how important it is, like, to choose what you build, because, you know, Steel Axe's base, this little bootstrap base, is doing nearly 3 times the points as this larger base, but it's because they're building these much higher value items.
Yeah.
Constantly.
100%.
And it's just huge. I mean, 3RA is in a bit of trouble here. I think their only hope at this point is just to, like, go into high gear with their PvP game, because that's where they can win.
All right, I'm checking through the chats of the channels, see what the sentiment is here. More ammo for Anti, cannon shells, looking good. All right. Okay, Anti's coming up the right side of 3Ray's base. D's put down some mines. You should probably put them out a little bit farther.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's about the rubber band range. Like, remember, they're not going to come in.
Yeah, they're not going to go that close.
Juice in a car, buzzing around the backside. It's like the scene in Star Trek II when they're both kind of buzzing around behind each other on opposite sides of the planet, and they're doing this business. They don't see each other yet. Khan is giving chase to the Enterprise. And at some point, one of them's going to have to head to the Mataria Nebula, and we have to have this conflict. Geeks.
Anti taking out a bit of wall there.
But he's shooting blueprint. The base is not yet built. Didn't really get much more than 3 or 4 belts.
Placing some landmines in the forest.
Yep.
That's dangerous.
Oh, look! Oh, now here we go. Eiffel's got some laser turrets to shoot up those mines.
That's a really smart way to do it.
Yep. Takes almost nothing. So Psycho is going to come for Anti. Those mines are Anti's. Psycho surely sees them, no dummy. Eiffel's in a tank now. It's our first time we've seen him. They're gonna.
Oh, and Stig is down. Stig is going to attack. He's almost at Steelax's base.
All right, you stay on Stig. I'll see what I'll stay on Anti and Eiffel.
Oh, there's
Anti's
so
not
many
really
landmines.
Anti's being smart here. He's not really wanting to engage these guys that are attacking. It's just smart. You don't want to. You kind of want to pester and harass them and get them off their task, and keep this game like the Steelax. At this point, Steelax does want to drag them into deep water, right? They want to keep pestering and keep outpointing them all the way in. But Stig is mine hunting. He's cut one power, but not the other. There's 2 lanes of power. All right,
and some lasers, but he's taking them down.
Yep. And Geo's got a bunch of mines around there. Stig's going to take some damage. Oh, no.
He's
hurting. And he's going to take the rest of it. Oh, his tank is... He's only got...
he needs to repair now.
500 health. Yeah, he needs to get out of there and repair. Near Steelax team is Dan Geo in his closing.
I think
Stig needs to go hide and hit that repair pack.
Stig could have some luck if he... And it looks like he might be going this way. If he heads around back, because there's far fewer defenses. There's no landmines whatsoever back here.
Right.
With the copper and stone.
Stig needs to quickly jump out of his tank, repair, and get back in it. So hopefully he brought his mines with him. He just
I'll be back.
Stop. Dan's out for the repair.
And, Xylon Games and Larry the Penguin, thanks for the follows, guys. Welcome.
Pack, bro. He's gonna get rubber banded.
Yep.
Oh, and he's hit a refinery. That's a pretty good hit.
I can't believe did he forget repair packs? Like
maybe that was the time. He had easy 30 seconds to get in there and repair. And the only conclusion we can come to is he doesn't have them at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
DD Gamer was killed by a mine. All right.
Looks like Juicy may die too. He's on foot.
Carefully. Oh, and he got, he triggered the mine.
Oh, man. He had He's got
the slow packs on him.
He had slow packs, blue circuits, and a modular armor. I wonder if he had stuff in that armor.
Yep,
that could be huge.
Anti's going to get out and go check the body. Or no, if he's smart, he's going to go check the body. He needs to do it right now if he's going to do it. Oh, and DD Gamer's getting some post-mortem mine revenge on Anti. All those in there, those are DD Gamer's mines. He's going to wall up some more of this iron.
Stig just got killed, it looks like. But he did take out quite a few of these copper miners. Anti really needs to check that body because there could be good stuff in that modular armor.
There could be cigarettes on it.
Oh, yeah.
Check the body for cigarettes. It's still sitting there. Modular armor is right there waiting for you. All you gotta do is approach slowly.
He's almost dead. Anti just went through a huge field of mines.
Yep. Good job, DD Gamer. Littering those trees and mixing in the mines. Oh, DD Gamer's back. DD Gamer's gonna find. Oh, look, he's doing it again. Look there. He just put a couple more in the trees. Good job. Gotta be careful because some of those mines are so hard to tell whose is whose.
I know.
Okay, DD's got the power armor. He's, no, he doesn't. Juice's corpse is still out there.
Someone needs to go pick that up. Even if there's nothing in it. I mean, that's a valuable piece of armor.
Yeah. All right. Anti is out, and Anti's out of bots, but he's repairing it manually.
Yep.
Mines for days. Goodness. All right. Anti's repaired, and he's back in. All right, DD Gamer. Okay. Oh, he's triggered one mine, and he's repairing. He's healing himself. That is so hard to figure out whose is whose.
It really is. It's
so stressful. Oh. Take this moment to execute some commands. Okay, Psycho's here. There, just in case.
Oh, thank you. Perfect.
I don't know if you know how to do anything, but there you go.
A little bit.
Like Mojo knows all the server. I mean, you can tell I don't know server commands. I know
I don't know
players
most.
and promote. Yeah, I don't know any of them. Mojo's one of the more handy guys you want to have running your server for you.
Mm-hmm. So
there's DD Gamer.
Did he? It looks like he looted some stuff off the body, but not the modular armor.
I think he's probably telling Juice to come get it.
Mm-hmm.
Dum. He's got some time on the body. What is it? Got 12 minutes total. Yeah, remaining time 11.5 minutes. There you go.
Here comes Anti for another round with Eiffel.
Eiffel and Anti are dancing a little bit, seeing what they want to do. This is probably Anti's best. This is probably the best strategy for Steel X is pester and don't engage. Right?
Yeah, it's just it keeps them so busy. It stops them from expanding. It's so frustrating. It looks like Stig is heading out for another run at him.
Yep. Stig's no joke. Oh, Dangio was killed. That was a mine.
Oh, wow.
Yep. Found some mines and Dangio mines right next to some other ones. There's a Stig. Oh, yeah, those are Stig mines out here. Right next to Dangio mines.
Here comes Psycho.
Stig passing right underneath us. Psycho and Anti are going to go dance. Anti's at half health. And these gates are going to make Psycho divert, and he's going to lose Anti. Good job, Anti, by putting some barriers in between him and Psycho.
Looks like Zulan and Stig are going to run into each other almost head on here. Or no, they're just going to pass.
They're going to pass each other. Wonder if they see.
I don't think they do.
Neither see each other. There you go. In that skirmish, I would probably favor Stig as being the more veteran of those two. This is probably a good thing for Zulan that Stig did not see him.
Yeah, definitely.
And look, this tank is a good strategy at kind of crushing and clearing off this mine patch. This tank can be repaired pretty easily and pretty cheaply, and the tank is pretty damaging to wall and gate. So there, just kind of rub up against it. Oh, he's putting one mine down. That's another good one. Put down a mine. It has some area splash damage and does some pretty heinous damage to everything around it.
Oh yeah,
Psycho's gonna go repair.
Clears it out easy. Looks like Stig is almost there, and Aceto is in a car approaching the area as well.
Aceto's nah. All right, Anti's gonna go Yeah, he's using mines to take care of the walls. There he goes. All right, now Psycho needs to get his stuff repaired while he's got a moment. Ceto's coming north. Anti's going south. Look like they're going to try and converge. This one mine patch, this one iron patch is going to be mine patch. A Freudian slip. This mine patch is going to be hotly contested. They're just going to keep throwing mines in there.
Yep, this wall does stop them a little bit, but can pretty easily just plow through it.
Then you can aim two ways. They can aim for the belt, aim for the power.
Yep.
Would not be a bad idea to double route and do some big power poles to stretch across that little corner.
Hopefully Stig brought repair packs this time. He's already almost dead.
Steel Axe with a pretty commanding lead.
Nearly double the points.
And they're doing what, and the point rate still at this point, they're doing what they need to do, is pester, because they are, like, usually what we've seen is usually when it's a one-on-one duel, the 3RA guys have combat pretty handily mastered.
Yeah.
And you don't really want to get in a tangle with them if you can. So Anti comes around and pesters and then runs away and pesters and runs away. I think like that's got to be the way. They don't get dragged into, don't get dragged into a brawl when you're a faster and longer boxer. You don't want a street brawl. Oh, and there go the laser turrets. Zulan rubber banded into it and took a few out. Good job with Zulan. He did more damage to them than the lasers did to him.
Oh, by far, yeah.
Eiffel needs to pick those up and bug out.
And looks like Dan Geo just killed, or no, Stig died to a landmine.
Mm-hmm. So Anti just staying right out of rubber band range. Gonna go. No, Eiffel, it's not gonna do it. You're gonna lose more than you're gonna gain. Yeah, pick those up. Go repair them. Quick.
Oh, he's almost dead.
Yep. Eiffel needs to run away from that exchange. And their radar is down. That's no good. Yeah, Eiffel needs to bug out. He's not gonna win that. He needs a tank and some upgraded shooters.
I think that I think it's good that Steel Axe changed their strategy. I think based on the fact that it's now a 1v1, because if this had stayed, 3 teams or 4 teams, they would not be able to do this because
yes,
they can do this all day and not worry about their own base getting attacked more than just like one guy. But with more teams, this would just not work at all.
Right. Rubber band, and then come on back, and he's taking out the turrets and the edges. I don't know that there's a ton of merit in what Zulan is doing. Probably he's shooting up the wall and shooting up the turrets on the edge, but probably those shells that he's using could be used better elsewhere. Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, I would think so.
Those are blueprints. Huh. Rubber band in for a look, and Anti wants that oil again. He wants to hit that oil again. That was a really good hit earlier.
Yeah, that's still their only oil, which is a tiny amount. Yep,
still producing 23 a second. There it is. Oh, he missed it. He got the Zulan and Anti are rubber banding, trying to reach in there. And there's no power going to those laser turrets. Boom. All right, power's down. Zulan's going to get rubber banded out.
It looks like they're doing a bit of a snaky belt here from this iron patch with a wall of lasers.
Yep.
Try and secure this.
Yep. Secure the iron. They must be, they must have, do they have iron troubles? I guess. Where's that iron going? It's going all the way around. I guess it is feeding their second. Oh, it's feeding steel.
Yeah, although belt got destroyed along with the oil too now.
Yep. Oh, there you go. Yep, they finally made it through. Psycho and Eiffel are replacing some mines. So Stig looks like he's going to make a run out to the other iron, or maybe all the way to their base. Put some pressure on him. DD Gamer and Juice securing the iron. Oh, one backwards belt is preventing. Juice needs to get down there and rotate this belt over.
Yep.
Yeah, look at that belt is going nowhere. So they only got one side of mines too.
Which is definitely
there you go. Hour 15 left. SteelX in a commanding lead, and all the action taking place over in the in the 3RA base, not the SteelX base. So this bodes well for SteelX not being able to get on their feet not being able to get on their feet. You will have a hard time coming back. It's true.
Yeah, this is a lot more one-sided than I expected it to be, honestly.
100%, man. Here's the thing, like 3RA, better at combat, right?
Mm-hmm.
Way more time in tanks than these guys than SteelX does. Way more time in fighting other people in the open field and laying mines. Like and Zulan is through. Zulan's not gonna win this. He's done.
Yep.
And he's dropped. He's dropped some power armor. Yay! There you go. Spoils of war. He got in and he found. Yep, power armor's gone. Take the good stuff. Here you go, Juice. Okay, that's a killer. Is when you drop something good and now the other team has your stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like, well, you made an attack. Not only did you lose your tank, you're all the way back at your base, and you just gave the other team a technology that they did not have.
Yep.
All right. Well, there you go. They got an hour 15 to go.
So, I wonder what you think. At this point, I almost feel like 3RA's only option is all of them leave, because their base will still do something while they're gone. So all of them leave, and they just have to go do as much damage as they can. Like this one guy going in and hitting a few things is not gonna get them where they need to be.
Well, I would probably agree, but yeah, if it probably in the next 15 minutes, with an hour left, they've got to really turn it up, and at least, I mean, at this point, if they reduce SteelX's score to 0, all right. So let's put some math to this. Go out to our handy Windows 10 calculator. So we'll call it 1850. So they have 1.7 million to overcome, and if they were, we'll call it, if they had a 30-point delta, still takes them 58 minutes. If they stop SteelX to 0, right, at 1 hour mark, they could cross the lead when time expires. That's a tall order.
Unfortunately, I think it's impossible to cut points completely with the base exclusion.
Yep. Or they gotta like they can do it in 30 minutes if they find some point miners. If they spread out, they do some point mining like in the last game. They get their score up to 60. At the same time, they hit SteelX super hard. They can do it in 30 minutes. That's still a tall order.
Mm-hmm.
Stig is pestering Dangio. Has stopped their iron incoming and their power. And Gio's given chase. This is not going to go well for Dan.
He just hopped out of his car.
Dan has bailed out of his car and ghost ride the whip. Oh, and he steered Stig up into mines. Oh, thread the needle.
Oh, barely.
Barely. Now Stig's got to blast out of that wall and get to some repairs quick. Dan Gio's given chase. Stig is playing a game of chicken here or something. Oh, he's got a rocket. Yep. And mine. Stig's down, or his tank's down. And Dan Geo does have the rockets. Stig has to get out of there.
But Dan ran into some.
Dan ran into some mines, and Stig is out. Look at there. Careful. Oh, that's a Dan Geo mine Stig almost stepped on.
Oh, is he going back for more? Uh-oh.
Yeah, Stig, you gotta watch that.
He needs to get out his magnifying glass.
Oh, he just grabbed Dan Geo's rockets. That's what he wanted from that. You gotta be very careful. He's got a mine. Oh, see, look at there.
Yep. There's a
Triggered
Cedo though, waiting for him.
Watch it. Okay, Cedo has mines in front of him. Dan is getting his gear ready. Dan's not gonna see this. or not Dan. Stig.
Stig just, I think he was like looking in his inventory or something, because he just stood there.
Yeah. He saw him too late, started shooting, and I thought he was going to get run over.
Mm-hmm.
Aceto would have got the Watch Your Step award.
Yeah.
First one to run over someone of the other team in a vehicle. Like Anti's already run over Zeno. Anti did it again? Anti-trader again, someone says?
What?
What? What was Anti? We missed something. Did Anti run over one of his own dudes? I didn't see the...
I missed it.
Nope. Dan was killed. Zulan was killed by laser turret. No, we saw that one. Okay. Yeah, Anti's running away. He's getting chased by Eiffel and Psycho, and instead of getting points, they're chasing Anti. Good job, Anti, right? That's... Like, Anti should, in no circumstances, turn around and engage these dudes. He's doing everything he needs to. Oh, they've got him pinned in, looks like. And Psycho's with the PLDs. Yep.
They need to stop him. Wall.
2 PLDs on him.
Dude, he's so close.
Oh, he's almost down. He's so close. Psycho's going to get him. One more hit. Yep, there it is. He's got a second tank, and it's down again.
Look at that PLD. He must have 4 or 5 of them.
Got him. And, Psycho got him.
That is...
Anti-spoils of war include...
Not much. Nothing good.
Not much. Equipment, but not tech.
But if you realize this is... Anti has been there since like 15 minutes in. This has been going on for the last hour, and they just now killed him.
Anti has been out there and went there with basically nothing, right? And he's been there. He probably has been there 60 minutes, right? And Rain is telling me everything that was in his corpse was from the 3RA guys that he's picked up from. So, like, good job. Good job. That's what you want to do, right?
Yep. And I mean, like, that's a difference between the strategy that Anti did and what Stig did. Is Stig would run in and hit a few things and then typically just like suicide almost.
Yeah, and hang or hang out, do nothing instead of mirror Anti strategy. Like that's great. Steel Axe's score has dipped below 60K for the first time in a while, and 3RAs has jumped back up above 30. It looks like it's going to level out.
And maybe with a little time of peace, 3RA can get what they need going here and then launch a strong attack.
I would say at this point, not savagery, but probably most valuable player is Anti, because I mean, it's not, his behavior is not savage and deadly, but it is, probably the best thing he can do to keep 3RA off his team is to get on 3RA and just run around out there and be a pain in the butt for 2 hours, right?
I would completely agree. I mean,
and here he goes again, and he's got another tank and he's run out there. I bet you he has no tech on him because he's not planning on coming back, No,
like this, I would definitely say MVP, because not only did he keep them distracted, is he actually killed them too. So, I mean, he just did multiple. Yeah. Looks like Psycho may be heading out though, towards their base.
Psycho's a very, very good at combat. He's probably I would say him or Juice is probably their strongest one I've seen in combat.
Mm-hmm.
Although Juice wrecked Psycho's face last night, it was pretty good. Juice was on my team. That's the reason I know that. Is because I went up there and watched the combat, and Juice ran out ahead of me, and so I just went up there and watched. And I said, "Oh no, you're going to tangle with Psycho," and Juice wrecked him. So it was good.
Nice.
3RA should give up. There is no give up. There's no resign. And the 3RA guys do not have a resignation mode. They will they will go right to the buzzer.
Mm-hmm.
We are coming up on 1 hour remaining. And Dan Gio's just going to double that wall. He's got to get... Oh, here we go. Done and done. All right, Psycho has grabbed Dan Gio. All he's got is 400 mines. And Psycho should just... Uh-oh, Psycho's dropped the game. No! Okay, recovery. Watch it. Oh.
This guy, if they kill him, this is huge. He must have 4 laser defenses at least, the rate those are firing at.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, it seems like 3. I would guess 3 or 4.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he's gonna hit some more mines. Yeah, 3 or 4 PLDs plus he's probably got that power armor that whoever left him.
Yeah, here comes Anti.
Is coming. Okay, Anti coming back. There's some mines that Acido. Okay, those are friendly mines. For
no,
Anti.
don't run over.
Watch it. Watch it. All right, Psycho needs to get out in that open field and get away from those mines because there's no friendly mines left back in there. Psycho's going to put up some defense. There you go. Get some space between you and Anti.
Oh
he's
no!
Gonna repair his tank. He's going to repair it. Get in.
If he can get close enough, he can shred Anti with those.
With the PLDs.
Yep.
And that is half strength PLDs, folks. Like, that's what we're talking about. That's why they are what they are. All right, he's gonna get out. Good job. Repair. Quick.
He better be quick.
And yep. Okay, he's got some points under him. And
yeah, I mean,
Zeno is down. Good job. Careful. He goes back in there. That's where all the bad stuff is.
This is a really bad place for him to be. He's trapped in here.
Psycho didn't have, or Zeno didn't have anything on him.
He needs to repair right
now. Evacuate. Now. Do not lose those PLDs.
That is by far their strongest weapon right now.
Yep. Or right there now.
I don't know why he doesn't.
Yeah, he didn't have bots. He needs, if he had like 2 bots. 2 Constructo bots and a Roboport, he could easily repair that whole tank.
Yep.
Get up all the way there, Psycho. Anti's doing the same. Anti's out of his tank. They're both out of their tanks repairing. All right, Psycho's all the way up. He's getting that tank and move.
He better, get in now.
What's he doing?
What's he doing, man? Psycho?
Oh,
is
and
he,
Anti just walked right through the mines? Get up. He's got in. Barely got in.
Oh, if he just charge. If he just goes straight for Anti.
Now. This is bam. Anti's down, and his tank's down. There you go.
I mean, he didn't have anything, but
still,
still
get him, put him in the ground, keep him pestering. Do the Steel Axe strategy of. Oh, he's looking at the corpse. That's why he's so close.
And
do the Steel Axe strategy. Throw some grenades, clear some mines. Careful. Oh, this is too nerve-wracking. Psycho, he lost it. Psycho needs to run. And he's going to hit a mine. He's going to hit a mine.
No, he's not. He made it.
No, he's not. He made it. He has 74 health, and there's no fish. Oh, he's slowed. He's slowed Zeno.
Go up. These are his own landmines.
Zeno.
Run. Oh,
Zeno's down.
Is Psycho really doing this right now?
Yes.
He is just...
Yep. Psycho's going to run through the mines, and Zulan's going to get down. Zulan's going to get hurt.
Zulan doesn't look like he had tank shells. Psycho should have just ran towards him because he could have killed that tank before Psycho ran him over.
Probably this is what Psycho's learning is what weapon does he have? What weapon does he have, right?
Yeah. Now, I could have sworn that PLDs shot mines. Was that changed?
No. No, they don't. So he's taking he's using laser turrets to draw laser turret fire.
These rockets, man.
There's rockets in game.
Those rockets are dangerous.
So Psycho is by far doing the most, causing the most chaos.
No!
Oh, he's down. Dang. And he's dropped the PLDs.
He had 2 power armors.
2 power armors. Yep. And Zulan's got to know they've got him. They've got him again. All right. Strong candidate for gangster. Psycho causing that much chaos. Good job, man.
Yep.
Well done. Man down.
Meanwhile,
Yep, and
Stig was taking out all their oil.
Yep, Stig has run chaos on their oil. Xeno was killed by a mine, a stray mine. They're not going to get all those mines up for a long time.
No.
Good job, Psycho. That was good. You lost the PLDs, but
That's
wow, good job.
Good job, but I don't know, man. I mean, I don't know if that's worth losing the PLDs because
It's not going to turn the tide, right? You're right. It's not going to turn the tide, but that is what they need to do, right?
Mhm.
That's exactly what they need to be doing at this moment is pestering and causing chaos and doing what Stig's down. He had tanks in a mine, and Stig's going to be down here in a minute. If either direction he goes, he's gonna hit a mine. Yep. There you go. Lost some modular armor. He had some solid fuel on him for his tank. But the good news is the oil is down. The oil supply is down. I don't know how much they would have had stored. Let me follow the chain and see what their storage was. Oh, look at that. Yeah. So if you go to the northeast corner of Steel Axe's base, they just have so many tanks worth of crude. It's not going to really affect them. They have in-game oil. They're good.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they're good.
Good job. So, but that strategy, that is what Psycho needed to do, is just keep killing and keep pestering and keep destroying and keep 4 or 5 of them busy, maybe while one of his other buddies goes and starts to clean out the rest of their base. And that's exactly right. Aceto is in Aceto, or is it Aceto? It's in a car pestering.
Yep.
40K. They broken. I just saw 3RA breaking 40K a minute, so they're closing. But at this point, Steel Axe score needs to go to 0 for them to have a shot. Coming up on 1 hour left.
Benny Derp, thank you so much for the 2-month resub. I appreciate that.
And I'll make an announcement here as soon as it crosses. Do a shout. And 1 hour now. 60 minutes remain. In this case, I think the 2.5 hour is going to be perfect. Just in feeling it, right? You know, if it's a close battle and there's some stuff just about to happen, I mean, they could probably vote in another 30 minutes and bring it back up to 3 hours. But DD Gamer found a mine up near stone. Found a string of mines. Aceto is gonna loot the body, get that slow capsule. Leaving the slow capsule?
Wow. And Psycho is back. I wonder if he has another set of PLDs.
He's back already. Yep.
And he had placed walls there, and I don't think Steel Axe noticed, so now he can just pick up his own walls and enter. Which is hilarious.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, walls aren't colored, right?
Yeah, so...
They don't have a team color. He's just got to be careful. Look, he's going to go get his body, but there's nothing there for him. He's get the fuel, a few other things, but he knows that they have the PLDs now. Right.
He should at least try to cut off this iron or something while he's here.
Careful the mines. Lasers. Not super effective on the tank.
Not too much.
PLDs on the tank, amazing. Giant laser turrets on the tank. Yeah, okay.
Not so much.
All right, he's out of his tank and repairing. No one really pursuing. Maybe Zulan's going to come out. He's got some time.
If he can just He just needs to hit a power pole or two.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's what he's searching for. Is he realizes there's no ways in that way, and he's got to find the power. Yep, and he's got it. All right, power's down on that side, and now he needs to take out some of the laser turrets and the mines. His tanks are hurt. Here comes Xeno. His tank is half health, a little under it. Xeno's gonna put some additional mines down. Psycho's not gonna have any of this. Look at this. Boom.
He's backing up into mines though.
Yep. Oh, and he put down some additional mines. Xeno sees it. Zulan doesn't. Gonna take some damage. Zulan curved into 6 of them. And Psycho. Oh, Psycho picked up his tank and then. Or no, did Psycho's tank die? Oh, he must have.
Yeah, landmines.
Dan's. Yep. Not as. There's 500 mines on Psycho's corpse. They need to pick those up.
Yeah.
And just place them.
And it looks like Anti is heading back up to their base with another tank, probably with the PLDs, I would guess.
Good job, Bilka. No stream sniping if like that. They're doing, but Steel Axe is doing what they need to do, which is pester and bother, and then don't engage these guys.
Mm-hmm. Stig is going back down again. He just does not give up.
Yep. Stig probably needs to amend his strategy.
Yeah.
To be more pestery than suicide-y.
Mm-hmm.
You do that suicide, you spend more time respawning and driving and re-equipping.
Yeah, exactly. It's like Juicy maybe chasing Anti.
Oh, and he's going to go through the mines. Oh, they're Anti's mines. Wow. How do you... Their mines don't have a color either, right? So you can't... And even if they were orange, like you couldn't see it against this brown background, right?
Mm-mm. It's very difficult to tell.
So Bilka, no sweat. Like all of us are on the honor system here to let these guys experience it organically anyway, right? So, I mean, like at this point we have to trust each other to do it correctly, right? And play it straight. So we just have to, right? And Anti is doing the rubber band again, trying to get in on their oil, and Juice is on him this time.
It's like he should know Anti has those PLDs. Oh, but Juice had some too.
Yep, he's got Anti hit a bunch of mines. His tank is down to 4 health. He's down, and now Anti's got to hustle because if Anti does have the PLDs, they got to know they're on him.
I think actually I don't think he does though, because they should have fired back when.
Right. He may not.
What is he doing?
Just running away. He's going to try and hide.
No, but he's placing cannon shells all over the ground. What?
Breadcrumbs?
I don't understand.
Yeah,
they don't do anything.
I don't know. That is weird. You're right.
Maybe
Eiffel's going to go up and try and
hit the wrong key or something. Eiffel.
Maybe he has had too much inventory and had to something. There he is.
Eiffel. I don't know why Eiffel isn't just. Wow.
Shoot the gun.
Yeah.
You got the gun. You don't need to do tank. You don't need to do tank shells or grenades every time.
Hopefully, Juicy.
All right, Juice has some equipment. Yep, he slowed him down.
Boom.
Oh, that got him. All right. Anti had nothing as usual. Nothing. There you go.
Which was probably the smarter move.
Oh yeah. So probably, maybe he's just trying to ditch the shell so they don't pick him up off his body.
That could be. I mean, they can. Yeah, I guess they can't pick him up.
Look how hard they are to see. It just says item on ground. It doesn't say owner, so they can probably go pick him up.
Yeah.
Psycho's down.
Landmine, I think.
Stig is in the mix and is hitting the corner. He's not going to get far because he's got 3 on him and laser turrets. He's got to get out of there now.
Oh, he just killed Dan Geo, though.
And
he's going to make it.
He's going to make it unless... Whose mines are those? Those are Cito's... Oh, no. Cito's mines. Stig's on foot. Does he have another tank?
If not, he better start running.
Yep. He's going to face up Zulan. Zulan's got rockets though. Boom, one hit, double hit, got him. Modular armor only, and yep, there goes Xeno just spraying mines everywhere. Good job, Steel Axe.
Yeah, they're crushing it.
Yep.
I
so
think...
double 2.2 million split. The gap is closed to less than 10K, but they need what do they need? 22, and that's divided by. So they need a gap of 40K per minute to catch them, if they're going to catch them.
Man.
Yep. So they've got to reduce Steel Axe to 0 and keep going. Now. Keep going. So.
I think.
I guess we'll. All right. So what's the odds that Anti gets up there and picks up those cannon shells?
I doubt it.
Yeah. Like that. This okay. Right here. This is why AntiElitz is arguably the greatest of all time. Like no one would have thought about what's the most valuable thing I have on me. These cannon shells, right?
Yeah. Let's drop them.
If I die, they're gonna 100% find them. If I run and drop the individual items on the ground, they have a 30% chance of finding them because they're hard to see. So let's do that. Right? Like,
yeah, I mean that's like, yeah, who would think of that?
Who would think of that? Nobody. Like that's why he's the greatest of all, I would say. Like arguably the greatest player of all time.
Yeah, he just thinks of everything that no one's thought of before. And
no, it's because not only so he's not the greatest of all time because of that, because he's had the speed run records for probably 3 of the last 5 years Factorio has been released, right? He's one of the deadliest players here. He thinks of every new strategy in these PvP events. Like he's probably not the fastest player because that record at the moment is held by Rain 9441. He doesn't have any records at the moment, but like, look, body of work, of work, probably the greatest.
Yeah,
no slight to Rain 9441. Shout out, let me shout out this guy because he's probably feeling slighted. Like, look, best driver ever, does not miss a power pole ever, right? But who would think of that in that moment? Who would have had every time he plays in one of these, he has a new strategy.
Yep. And Juicy
the
just
fact that
he
Yep, the fact that he ran over his own teammate is probably because he was slowing him down.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I say. You know, it's punishment. He messed up and
oh man.
So
okay, so Juice is now next to, this is something we have not seen. I don't think Juice has really made out of the base a ton, but no. Juice is now in the northeast corner of Steel Axe, repairing his tank, his second tank.
And I think this this could just be my opinion, but I think this goes to show that even the changes the devs made to the landmines a while ago are still not sufficient because to make them not overpowered, because you see every single one of these players is still just plowing over them because they're so hard to see. I mean, they might as well still be invisible.
Right.
You know, I think, yeah.
Right. My suggestion, you're correct. You're correct. My suggestion was radar reveals them 100% 100% opaque, right? So that if they're near, at least if they're near your base, you will see a radar will reveal them 100% clear, right?
Yep.
And in that way, you can at least defend your base a little bit better or your outpost a little bit better, as long as you focus on radars, which inherently do come with some cost, right? They are a pretty big power drain, right? So having 1 million radars on you is not, and having 1 million radars down, it's not without its own cost, right? They have a limited range, you know. I think that would have been a great addition as well, right?
Yeah, I definitely agree. Would make it much more, I think, defensible against them. I mean, like right here, he just plow straight through them because you can't see them.
Yeah, Juice is centered around. He's got mines due north of him within 3 blocks, and due south of him within 5 blocks. And it's so hard to see. He's going to pick that up and doing it. Oh, he's putting his tank down on a mine.
I think that was an accident.
Yeah. Xeno is the closest one to him. Seems to be ignoring Juice up there. And Stig, I don't know if they have a radar. Oh, they don't have a radar. Oh, they do have a radar. They should be just out of range. I think it goes to about right there. All right, Juice is retreating slowly. He's going to try and see. Now he's going to start hunting, mine hunting. He's still going to take a couple of them. It's got to be so hard to see for him.
Yeah, it's I mean, at this point, your best bet is what he's doing is just throw grenades in front of you, regardless.
Oh, and Stig has hit a. Oh, Stig and Acido are in a tangle. Yeah, they've got to know there's so many mines in front of them, so Stig is staying put. 94 health out of 2,000 is Stig's tank, so Stig probably shouldn't do a ton of moving. Here it is. The Juice has cleared him out. They got to move.
Stig's
dead.
dead.
Go down. Oh, he swapped out his tank. No, he repaired it. Or he swapped it out or repaired it. And he just hit 6 mines, and he's done. And now, oh, he's next to Juice's mine.
Oh, and Zulan must have taken the lasers.
Aceto just wrecked his own car. He grenaded at Xeno. Oh, my goodness.
Man, but now they have a second set of PLDs.
Yep. Well, they probably have PLDs. I mean, the first set of PLDs they made, right? They probably have some that they can make anytime. But now they just didn't have. They took one they didn't have to make themselves.
Mm-hmm.
So laser turrets they've got in their bag. 56 laser turrets in the box. They've got 132 boards and blue circuits, and then those are the 2. What else does the PLD take?
I think it takes electric engines, I believe.
Okay, look at these Factorio veterans. Personal, laser. All right, wiki, click, steel. Okay,
yeah, steel.
I knew it wasn't. Yeah, so they can make a bunch more PLDs if they need. It's probably the power source and the solar panels that they're limited on.
Mm-hmm.
Than more than anything else. All right, 2 teams are back in their own base, except for Anti, who is hanging out there pestering. Oh, did we miss? Okay, the cannon shells are still there. Anti's still not. No one has touched his little cup and saucer arrangement on the coal. 3 Array can take their production to 0. Probably not. If they do find a one of their power lines, they can throw down a ton of radars on it and drain their power to 0. That's one strategy.
Mm-hmm.
And grind them to a halt. They can hit some key stuff, like on the outside, and hope that iron and that oil is all that they have. But that's not the case because they have a bunch of storage. The gamer is clearing out the laser turrets on their own stuff. Oh, they get that stone. And he's gonna take a look-see. Oh, and he did it. He hit. Okay, those chests are still there. They are not yet dead. One more hit will destroy hundreds of red circuits. Juice needs to take yes. All right, Juice is taking those out of there.
Wow.
Good move. All right, now you wait for those repair packs. Wow. They almost lost hundreds of red boards. That would have been bad.
That would have been really bad. And
yeah, they need to route those away from the edge.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's this scenario, and like you need to think about asset management. Like, don't put anything valuable near the edge if you can possibly help. Like, route your base elsewhere.
Yep, definitely. And I am going to take a quick little break here for just a minute or two.
Right on. Go for it.
All right. Alrighty, guys, I'm back.
Do where there's 4 ways to win. There's no last minute ditch effort to go kill a launch a rocket silo. There's also no point goal here, a total score. It's just be the if you launch a rocket, you don't win. Also, and also just there's no point total. So you just the only way to win is to be the highest score when time runs out. And I hear clinking of dishes, which means Xterminator is back with food.
Most important thing.
All right.
So it looks like things are mostly where they left off.
Yeah, Anti's still pestering. He Stig went down there and died to mines. Same thing. And Juice is now chasing Anti, who has now a wounded tank. Juice kind of wants to send him back, but even if you do send Anti back, not a ton of good it does you other than sending him back, right? Because you're still off your own task, and Anti, you're not going to get a ton of spoils of war. Anti doesn't have anything on him; just takes out their baseline what he needs, and lives off his victories out there. Just grabbing the equipment off of corpses that he wins. So
yeah, he's just being a pest.
Yep. Xeno, nobody. See, there's a difference. There's been, if you look at the time where someone from Steel Axe was on 3RA's base. Oh, PLDs. Oh, and the combat bots. Juice put out some combat bots.
Oh man.
And which we have not seen, but he's also got PLDs, and Anti's tank is very low, 181 health, and probably if he gets anywhere near Juice, he's going to go down.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Man, he is
gun turret damage. And their points are going to drop because of science, I think. They were at 60K. I don't know if it's worth doing science at this point. Oh, and he's got him. Juice is going to... Yeah, there you go.
Now he's got him.
He's got him in the car. And there's no fuel. He's got to circle around before he gets fuel in the car.
Oh, no, he's dead.
Oh, he died.
His body's like on the car.
On the car. I thought he was in the car. Oh, there you go.
I did too for a second.
Nothing in the tank. Take the fuel out of the tank. He's got the distractor bots. Oh, distractors. Okay. And go ahead and kill the car. Make sure. Well, there you go. Driving Miss Daisy. All right. Well, Juice has cleared the pest, but Juice won. But the question is, won what?
Not much,
one
unfortunately.
Piece. Yeah, one piece for a few minutes.
Now, this is super interesting. Look at what Xeno and Zulan are doing.
Yes. So down in the this is ultimate point miner right here. Is they did this? So by the way, if you didn't see this, they did this in Blue Circuit 2.
Really? Okay.
Yes. And the good what? Anti is spawn trapped. Oh, they got landfill. What? All right. Type a message to him. There you go. So they did this. So Zulan went out here and set up solar powered oil off of a blueprint and bots and did exactly this. And Steel Axe's points went nuts. It was a really good point grabber because all they're doing is transitioning it into lube, which is good points, and solid fuel, lube and solid fuel. That's all they were doing.
Right.
And yeah, all you got to do is find an oil patch that is way out there near nobody, and you drop this down and you get 1,000,000 points. And it just runs itself until the end of the contest.
Yeah,
let me shout out.
This is huge.
30 minutes remain. A little bit under. All right. And this okay, so look, okay, here's the story of the match. Look at the iron patch south of 3RA.
Right.
And the iron patch east of Steel Axe. They both have just disaster around them, right? But one of them is running and has been running for 2 hours, and the other one has not, right?
Yep.
There you go. And probably the wall that Anti put up there and kind of trapped him in and slowed him down with, probably set the tone for the whole match, right? Oh, and they're going to exchange rockets. DD Gamer and Dangio are skirmishing outside of this iron.
Yep, Dan looks a bit low, but
yeah, looks like DD has more armor than Dan. Didn't take near as much damage from that rocket, and Steel Axe's rockets are buffed. Like they have more. They have a couple of research levels into their rocket damage.
Yeah,
if I recall.
Looks like Anti is heading out yet again. Not surprising.
Yep, and he's right underneath us right now. Xeno is the closer of the two. They're gonna have 3 Steel Axes over if they're managed to. Uh-oh, and Dan has lost his tank.
Oh no!
And has had enough of the mines, so he's just gonna in the forest. So he's just gonna clear that. And there's no okay.
DD's chasing him if he can hit one of these slows.
Yep. Get him. But who knows what Dan does or does not have in his... Oh. See, DD needed one more rocket. They're going to exchange. They're both going to
kill each other.
Both going down. Yep. Here's the good news is that DD's closer to getting his body back. So Dan, and here's the thing. Dan had nothing on his body except for some rockets, so we'll take that. But DD had a ton of stuff, so DD needs to get over there and get it before Xeno is able to race in there and grab. And Xeno's going for his car. No. Stig is up there, though. Maybe Stig's going to go defend Corpse for a minute. Yep.
Yeah,
Stig's
looks like
going to go grab the stuff off of it.
And he's just going
so
to take another run at this stuff.
Yep. And just circle and pester.
So at this point, if it were me, not that I'm not good at this, but if this were me and I were 3RA, I would just grab every combat thing I have and just go at him with our team, because at this point, it's not possible to catch them. You can't.
Right.
So you might as well just go all out and see what you can do to their base, just for the heck of it.
And try and get it to where you can get around the side. Maybe too little, too late, because if you look around the mines or you look around the edges, it is now crazy mined up all the way to the wall. There's wall coming. There's wall coming out of. Where we go? No, Juice was probably. Oh, he got out of his tank and blew a mine up. And Juice has some. Oh, Juice has some power armor on him.
They better run and get that.
Yep. If Anti's smart, he will double back and make just a beeline. Oh, Juice is going to get it before Anti does.
Yep.
Rats. Well, Anti may not have. Anti may not have known that that where Juice was when he died, because he was a little far away. May not have seen it.
Right.
Get that power armor. There you go, buddy. Psycho's in a car.
And just blew that
he
up.
was in a car, and DD's damaging his tank. Well, the 3RA are getting some of their are getting some payback from the last round for sure.
Oh yeah, big time.
They were miners and pesterers the whole game in Blue Circuit 1 or 2, Blue Circuit 2.
Yep.
And they got it turned on them. They finally they have struggled to keep this iron patch running. Wow.
Yeah, majorly. I don't. Yeah, I mean, I would think they would just want to grab all their bots, all their laser defenses, and just charge.
And see what they can do. Yeah, they have 22 minutes remain. All right. How much would a riot would I cause to say, hey, shout out and say, hey, I'm gonna bump the contest another 30 minutes so we can go the full 3 hours. They would,
honestly,
I think both teams would riot, and we would Blue Circuit 4 canceled.
Yep. The thing is, I don't even think that would make a difference at this point.
Oh no, it wouldn't. It wouldn't.
Now, what would really cause a riot and make a difference is if, and I don't think you can. Maybe you can do this if you just. All right, guys, base exclusion is turned off now.
Yeah.
I mean, they still wouldn't win, but, you know, they could at least charge in and blow up their base.
It would be cool, but it would be cruel. That's true.
Mm-hmm.
But good job. I mean, like, Steel Axe, this is a good job. Like Steel Axe is kind of known for being excellent strategists and having and coming up with, like, they've probably pushed the Anti and the Steel Axe guys have probably pushed the, you know, Factorio innovation forward so much with all the strategies they do for speed runs and all that business. Like that's their game, is new strategies and kind of pushing the envelope forward, right? And evolution of the game. And like today, that's what they did. I mean, they weren't gonna win. They weren't going to win a brawl with 3RA. So they said, okay, how do we get out of a get out of a brawl with 3RA? And this is how they do it. So Anti is being surrounded.
Going through the forest here.
All 4 members of 3RA are trying to get to Anti, and they are not doing what they need to do. They're going after Anti, who is mining up the forest. And so, like that, this is a great metaphor for the game and how this game went, right?
Yep.
Is they're trudging through the swamp and hurting themselves to try and get Anti. And look at there, look at Eiffel just damaged all of his tank to try and get it. Yeah, and Anti escapes and moves on.
Yep, and then he's just gonna do another hit and run.
Do another lap. And circle.
Psycho was killed by a tank.
By tank? Where was Psycho?
I think Juicy ran him over. I think so, because Anti wasn't there.
Nobody was there.
Whoops.
Heresy. Oh man. You can't give him a few nukes, both in the chest. Oh, we could put a few nukes in the middle. That'd be kind of fun. But then it's not the contest.
Mm-mm.
Yep, and they distracted at least 3. Like, I mean, yeah, they've like Anti was not going to win a brawl with Anti and Steel Axe were not going to win a brawl with 3RA, so they had to drag 3RA through the swamp, make them pay for everything that they had to do, and pester and distract and then outpoint them. So we got to see a speed run. We got to see run straight up to bots, and we got to see them do their strategy. And look at their points. Their points have climbed up over 80, which means that this base is now operational down here. The point miner.
Yep, that oil.
The oil point miner. Yep. Zulan putting down a second one. Look at there.
Yep.
So go over do a second one.
Just adding insult to injury.
Well, that's what Zulan did last time, and I want to say the scores last time were similar, 5 million and 6 million. I have to look that up. Let me go to my other Imager album. Imager's been super handy for me to catalog these events.
Oh yeah, I bet.
At the very end, team score. Oh, this is the experimental one. Hang on, let's go back to blue 4 or blue 2. Yes, April 14th. Psycho died. Go Dan and let's go in some action going on. Stig is out of power. Got some coal. Dee Dee can't keep up with Dan and his cars. Drop some mines, and the mines aren't mining fast enough. Got a combat robot. Dan's out maneuvering. Aceto is standing still.
Oh,
Juice.
And Dee Dee Gamer just died. Ran to mines.
Dropped a car and some lasers, some mines. Nothing huge.
And Geo just died too. Looks like probably mines.
Yep. Aceto 2 also mines.
Yep.
Yep. All his mines, they're in territory. Anti just evaded Juice. He was right on their tail, and Juice is not going to give him up.
Anti's
all
like,
right.
Oh man, I'm glad I didn't participate in this.
Yeah.
I probably something would have gone through my window at this point.
Oh man.
I mean I definitely I think MVP for Anti for sure. He has made this impossible for them to do anything except chase him around the whole game.
Right. I would agree. So I'll take your thoughts for Gangster over on I sent you a message on Discord if it'll ever go. Looks like Discord may be having some oh, there it is.
I got it.
Through. Based on what we've seen, we do have to hand out those 2 awards, and since part of coming into the booth is now being culpable for those awards. So there you go.
Nice.
Responsible. All right. Zulan has just about completed this. Needs some more power poles, and their score is going to go up probably above 100K. Get a bird's eye view on Juice and Anti. He's not going to catch them.
Mm-mm.
That's the frustrating part about that is you chase them, and you know, advantage goes to the attacker. Okay, so here are the other scores. I had Team Steel Axe last time. Anti, Zulan, and I want to say Bilka was on the team. They got 8 million. Team FRA had 9.6 million. Passed them within the last 30 minutes, I think, of the contest. In minute 35, I think they passed them.
Wow.
If I recall right. And so the point is, Team Steel Axe scored 8.2 million. Probably Zulan single-handedly did about 3 million of those with his point miners out here.
Yep, easily.
And one of those was that, and was these oil-based ones. Most of them were the copper point miners.
Mm-hmm.
Chat guy asked a good question. Wonder if the tank flamethrower can clear mines effectively. That's a great question.
That is a really good question.
Wonder if you just blast through with a tank and you just kind of spray and fan out like a car wash. Wonder if you'll do better. And
that may be good.
And Anti, and speaking of which, in their that highly contested mine, iron mine, he's now
heading right for landmines. Yep.
Clearing out, and he's lost his tank, which of course means nothing because Anti doesn't carry anything.
Oh, in fact, it wouldn't surprise me at this point if he just kills himself to get back.
Yeah. You have to go get another tank. Unless he's got another tank. He might. Because, he's hit a mine. There's another mine right next to him, and he's... Oh, yeah, it's close. Good heads-up play by stopping, because those mines were so close.
Well, we may hit him now.
Oh yeah.
Yep,
He
on the
thought
way
better of
back.
it. He's like, look, I don't have another tank, and I want to get back real quick. So let's just go ahead and do it.
Yep.
Yep. There you go. Nothing on his body to do. Drop down a solar panel, I guess. Nope, that was Xenos. He's back. All right, good job. 13 minutes. I'll send out another. I'll send out a 10-minute warning. Juice is threatening, but there are so many mines at this point. Someone drew a heart.
A heart. Dan Geo. Oh, there goes Sid.
And there he goes. And Geo drew a heart. Said, "Love you, Juice." Okay, Juice has bots now. All right, this is better.
Yep. And it looks like he's really paying attention to where the landmines are now.
Yep. He's got a bunch of grenades on him, and the bots will help him to navigate the mine-filled waters. Cito is up the deal here. He may make it. Juice may make it to their oil and be able to... Oh, see, that's the danger of the bots, is the bots are going to go place old wall that you don't really... Like,
yep.
Look, bro. No, look at them. They're going all the way back. Juice needs to stop and get those bots back to repair his tank.
Outranging
so
those
Juice
lasers.
Has now made it to the oil, but it is not enough, I think.
No.
All right, he's got some lasers. Oh, the bot down. He needs to shoot the power poles. Don't worry about the lasers. Shoot the power poles.
Looks like Team Steel Axe is potentially even just ignoring this, which I don't really blame them.
Yep.
It doesn't do much.
And if you look at their oil stores, yeah, they have what 30 tanks full.
Mm-hmm. They have a ton.
26 tanks full. Yep, oil down. Good job, Juice. But now he's got to be confused, saying, okay, why they still have 90K? And now he's got to know that, okay, they have some point miners somewhere.
Yep, if only he'd found those other oil ones.
Yep, and Juice needs to stop using the shells and use grenades if he can.
Yep.
And Geo killed by tank. Who ran him over?
Looks like
Dee ran him over?
Yeah, that would be my guess.
Juice, come on. See if we can get some action here and have a Juice. This may be the most damage that 3RA has done to a Steel Axe base in the game. Juice is gonna be very cautious about all these miners or these mines. Xeno is gonna come out and put some mines down, but nothing happening.
Nope, he can't do too much. Xeno. I think Juicy has laser defenses. Or he'll just shoot him.
Yeah, you gotta assume he does. You gotta assume Juice has some PLDs. Yeah, 10-minute mark.
Oh, Cito was killed. So they finally got him away from their base.
Okay, Juice is now... all right, miners are down on their copper.
So
Xeno is going to come threaten.
As someone who has played this, one of the most frustrating things is taking out like these outposts and still seeing their points be as high as they are, like you said. So I can imagine Juice is getting pretty annoyed right now. You know, because he just took out 2 ore outposts and an oil outpost, and it hasn't done anything to their points.
Correct. That means that the other oil, the oil number 2 is online, right? All right, so so Juice is gonna clear that guy out. PLDs, pair bots. So Juice is in control. There you go. Good job. Juice took them both out, and he's at full health, and all his bots are back in. Whatever's on Aceto's body picked up.
I think the only thing he can hit within the base is maybe some of this oil on this south side. Everything else, I think, is too far in.
Get one slow pack down, Anaceto, and he's down. All right, Zulan is coming to threaten, but he's lost his bots to the wall. Like that's horrifying. Is you're going down with some repair bots and some repair packs, and then you just see all your bots fly out the back window. No,
wait.
All right. So see what Juice has in store for Zulan. Distractor bots.
Those guys are pretty good. They're like little mini PLDs.
Yeah.
Oh, these landmines. No.
Oh, Juice. Oh, and Juice has lost his tank. His PLDs.
Oh,
he's
got another tank. And the PLD is shredding.
Zulan. Oh, and his
tank.
tank.
That's going to do it. Oh, no.
Oh, no. He's got 173 health, and Juice is out of here.
Dan Geo's going to intercept him.
No bots on Juice is coming out to help.
Dude, Dan Geo was so close to intercepting him.
Down. So Juice is out of bots. Maybe not out of repair packs. Oh, Juice just shot up Xeno's tank. Yeah.
Juice is he's playing with fire here with these landmines.
Yeah, he's gonna skim along the wall.
I think he's gonna hit. Oh no, he's paying attention.
Good job. Yep. You go off into the void. You gotta be careful. Xeno's gonna trip over because there's no way to tell whose is whose in this minefield. You gotta believe it. Most of it. Rip. What is this rip here? Oh, Dan Geo spelling words out. Gotta believe that most of these mines are steel axes. Oh, and he slowed him. Zulan is coming up from the right. Zulan is going to distractor bots. Watch out. Like you can't have Juice sitting in the back of your oh look, Zulan has PLDs too because he just Juice just threw out 5 mines and they were all taken out. When you're chasing, the front tank has the advantage when you're chasing because you shoot out the back and you have a little bit more of a kind of a dragging range. You're kind of leading yourself. But one or a couple good place shots and Zulan could take him out. But Zulan does not have the hours in a tank that Juice does.
No, Juice is hitting all his shots right there.
Yep. So Juice knows better than to chase him too because he knows that landmines are going to back. Xeno's on foot. Good job.
Looks like DD Gamer is in a tank and he's hitting these power poles. Did he miss? Did he really miss these oil things? He drove almost right past them.
DD's got to chase those lines down. That's gonna. Oh, and Juice is down, and so is Juice is down, and so is Xeno.
Yep.
Zulan needs to make a beeline for that body and go grab those PLDs now. Zulan hang a left. Dan Geo's gonna do it. Okay.
Perfect.
They passed it. What are they doing? Go get it.
Where? Oh, yeah, they did. Can they not find it? They have to find it. They knew where he died.
Yep, and Zulan's got... Or Xeno knows where he died. Like, Xeno's... Okay, there. Okay, all right. World snaps back into focus.
Meanwhile, DD Gamer and Stig are heading towards this iron.
Where does that power line go? That power line, look where that power line goes. It's 3/4 of the map.
Oh, yeah.
That power line goes all the way up there to nowhere, seemingly. So what 3RA needs to do is find that and stick a million radars on it and suck their power down. They haven't found the the 2 oil outposts.
And they were so close to finding them.
They were super close. And nothing else. There's no other point miners I see on the map. All right, let's look at the action of Stig and DD Gamer trying to break in. 8-1 to 4-5. Looks like we're gonna wrap it up. 4 minutes remain.
Oh, Anti just died. Damn, landmine.
We'll do 4-minute warning. 4 minutes. Anti made the power line to use lasers on their base, but did not have enough poles. Ah.
Okay.
See, it's dangerous. Like running a power line out that far is dangerous because, right? All 3RA has to do is one, so you kill Anti or shoo him away. Two, find it, right, and just load it down with 30 radars. And radars are not super expensive, right?
No.
So, if sectors scanned contributed to production.
Yeah, there you go.
Xeno's probably got the bag in hand for the most number of sectors scanned.
Mm-hmm.
All right, 3 minutes remain. All right. Quick break so I can come back and we can do this interview and I can see the end. I'll be right back.
All right. So, yeah, Stig just hammering away at these mines, and looks like Zulan's heading back. Aceto is still doing something with wall here up near 3RA's base. Hits a rock. It looks like Psycho's just trying to kill off some of these laser turrets. Eiffel finally getting the stone out back just now. And they're just still kind of wreaking havoc in this miner setup, but I think Zulan is going to take out Stig here. Oh yeah. Just ran him down, had the PLD landmines. Although Stig does have a power armor as well. DD Gamer just taking out some more belts. I can't believe how close they were to taking out these, taking out this oil. They drove almost right past it with this power line. You know, of course, they didn't know oil was here because they have Fog of War on. So they didn't really even know they could check there. Can you power your laser turrets with the other team's power lines? You can, actually. But the reason I think Anti didn't do that was because the other team can just easily just cut a power line of their own and then depower all the lasers you just placed. So I think that's why Anti was trying to drag his own power line out there. And Zulan killed DD Gamer.
All right, last 6 seconds.
Perfect.
It looks like the only action we'll see over here is Aceto is the only one who's threatening. Psycho standing vigilant at his embattled iron deposit.
Defend it till the end.
Look at this chaos, man.
Yeah, this is a battlefield, man.
All right, 30 seconds. Man. All right. Well done, guys. That'll put Blue Circuit number 3 in the books.
Yep.
I guess Team Steel Axe having won 2 of the 3 events now. Good job. You continue playing until admin starts a new round. All right. Let's go talk to everybody.
Sounds good.
All right. Let's join here. Join Steel Axe.
Okay.
So that was better than trying me to figure out your build, because I would never have understood what to do.
Yes.
Well, good job.
Good job, guys.
Well done.
Thank you.
Team
Yes.
Steel Axe, well done. Let me see if I can grab 3RA and have them come in here too. Hang on.
So, man, Anti, dude, you are a pest. Just, you didn't leave him alone, man.
Yeah, where should I? I mean, even if they just chase me, you just trade 1-to-1, right? Even if they just chase you. So there's only, you can distract at least one person and try to do damage for all that. That's why I think attack is too strong. You have no decent ways to defend.
Yeah, definitely.
And well done, Team Steel Axe. So,
Good game,
like,
good game.
it was very well done. Like, what I saw was so Anti was going to go was kind of captured it where he went up and immediately pulled a page out of Madzuri's book, right? And put the walls all over the oil and all the new patch, all the ore patches. So good job. And then just immediately, I think what was the first 20 minutes, Anti, you were out the door and circling the other base?
Yeah, I did that from the beginning. I mean, you know what's the reason for that? I just jumped in there and had no idea what Team Anti has for strategy for base building, right? Of course, I was a part of planning. I wanted to do my own team originally until I know only 3 people. So all the base building, I had no clue. So I just said, I'm just going to harass and attack. That's my idea. All the honor for base building as a strategy, it have nothing to do with that. All goes also Team Anti. They did it very well. Right. So we all talk about with them about the strategy.
And Zulan, can you tell us? Did you note the time? How quickly did you have bots?
I didn't note it in this game. I think
5 minutes. Let's say 5 minutes.
Yeah, probably.
It was really quick.
It was so quick.
So was that for like tank repair or base building or both? I guess.
Base building.
Base building.
Yes, we trained a lot on this one.
Yes. After 2 months ago, we screwed that up. We trained on it.
Nice.
Very good. Yeah. So that was one of the first things. It was in the I guess it was the first one where I did talk to Zulan right after that, and he says we were targeting 10 minutes and having bots up in 10 minutes, and that was a pain point from last time, right?
2 times ago.
Exactly.
Yes.
2 times ago, right? Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
Last time we decided not to use the blueprint import too much, but since we also saw that blueprint import is essential to use, you gotta go with that. So.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And then you might as well have very nice blueprints and have the bots build them.
Right. Stone wasn't a so you guys had a choice of 4 maps. 2 maps were oil limited. 1 map was coal limited, and the other one was stone limited. And Clonin picked number 3, which was stone limited. Did anybody have
the unlimited one? It looked like that one was the unlimited one.
It was pretty limited all around.
Yeah.
Well, the other 2 had no oil in the base. Right.
Yeah,
so,
that would have been a problem for us.
Right.
But I think for many.
And both teams, you kind of had some oil just not too far from the base you could run in, and at least both of you kind of had it back in. Probably Theory had the harder time of it because theirs was facing the opponent. But
where did they have oil?
They had oil south, due south. There's 3 that it looks like a wall now, but and then due west. They had a pretty big patch due west.
Wait, what one? I didn't see on the top. You mean?
No, it was west.
Yeah, you placed walls on both their outside
I'll
patches.
be back.
Right.
Oh, that one to the very west. I always look for the pipe connection. Where does it run? I never found it.
Right.
They
we never left
up.
the base for oil.
Yeah, they never went outside the base for oil. You hit so Anti, you hit their only 2 oil ones, only 2 oil pumpers like 2 or 3 times. But but it was But having oil in the base was even if it's 2 or 3 patches, is still that can get you off the ground. Like Zulan said, if there was no oil in the base, you would have had a harder time.
Right.
Yeah, our oil had a big oil pad towards them too, but they destroyed it.
Yeah, and Steelaxe did a really good job of getting on that oil early on. That one that was 3,000, 4,000% up there. It was 11, I think 11 patches. And then
I'll be back.
The smartest thing they did was take it inside the base and then barrel it up. So
yeah, they
not barrel it, but tank it.
26
tanks.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Every time it got full, we added more tank.
Yep, that was good. And that way, and then when Juice eventually came by and knocked it out, you could just ignore it, right? You just go, okay, well, whatever.
Well, it was too late in the game.
Yeah, we got in-game oil. That was really good.
And then also with oil, Team SteelX did their cheeky little outpost oil that probably racked up, like increased their point per minute by like 30k a minute at least.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I'll zoom in on that on the go out there to the south. It's along the south wall. There's 2 patches. All it is so this is what Zulan did last time, is run out there with a blueprint and throw down this little build that was, you don't need a ton of oil out there, and it's what, 12 refineries, bunch of chemical plants producing. The only thing you're really producing here is lube and solid fuel. I mean, I guess the tank to store off some of the petroleum gas so it doesn't bottleneck.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's even 50k with both running.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really strong.
And then solar panels with the rest of it and power to connect it all.
Bayron
really
and Turkey Tickle,
and
thank you for the follows, guys.
And the fact they took out our other oil is what brings us down.
Right.
You would have been to about 100k right now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was a prediction. Was you guys were going to go up over 100k until Juice took out the. Oh yeah, there you go, DD Gamer. Good job.
Yeah, there you go.
There you go. Good job. You win.
Woo.
All right. Well, good. I mean, the other thing I didn't see here was copper point mining, and I thought I called it early on that you guys were gonna that SteelX was gonna point mine the west copper, the 2.3 million, but you brought it into the base, which is probably better. And then I would have thought that you guys would have gone down that 1.6 million against the wall on the south wall. That one would have been easy money, but maybe in the end you didn't need it, right?
Yeah, we don't need it for production, and it's kind of we're just busy. Stuff.
Yep.
And because the oil yield on this map is so high, you can get away like just 4 or 5 pump jacks and have 10, 12, 15 refineries. That's very efficient in terms of points because of the map settings.
Right. Well, good. Well, Psycho or Juice, you guys have some thoughts?
That was good. Time to refine and refresh for next time.
Yeah.
That was a good game.
I don't think we adjusted our strat well enough to the 1v1.
That is
like we kind of got like tunnel vision on our free-for-all strat.
Mm-hmm. And like I noticed that, and I mentioned it, is that like I noticed that. Well, part of it, Anti said, he was playing to his own thing and wasn't used to the builds they were doing, but that he adapted to the 1v1 because if this were a free-for-all still, he would not have been able to do what he did to you guys.
Right.
He couldn't have just
we
spent
were
the
not
entire
expecting
match up there.
the early. Right, exactly.
Yep.
We were thinking, okay, the only Anti's going to have to hunker down, and yeah, so.
But the question is, I mean, the other question is, if it wasn't a 1v1, would would have been able to? They would have been, if it wasn't a 1v1, other people would have harassed them. I don't know if and we would. They couldn't have harassed us as much as well either.
Right.
Well, yeah. That's what I was saying. If there were other teams that were harassing him, Anti couldn't have spent the whole game up at your base.
Right. Yeah, the big thing that hurt us was that iron patch. It took us far too long to get that going outside the base.
Mm.
And you walled it, and so it just never really was all that fruitful till, hour 45 minutes in. And that just kind of slowed down everything else in the base.
Yeah, and what we were looking at is probably the time that someone from SteelX was outside of the 3RA base, probably 2 hours out of the 2.5. And the time that someone from 3RA was outside the SteelX base, probably about 1 hour 15, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like pestering it. Just the amount of time that that offense that they did was take you guys into defense was pretty staggering.
Right.
And
Yeah.
I gave it the same parallel as to how back in the day they beat Mike Tyson. Right? Was Mike is amazing coming forward, and he's horrible fighting off his back foot. So the guys that beat him, Buster Douglas, Evander Holyfield, they would make him back up, and once you made him back up, it was hard for Mike to get adjusted. It was
right.
he was not a backwards fighter, he was a forward fighter. So that's what I think that's what SteelX did today, is always kept pushing forward and pestering. And then here's the smartest thing that Anti did, I think, was he would do some destruction and then run away, right? Never engage. Like what I was my comment was that probably Juice and Psycho have so many more hours, like hundreds of hours more in a tank than anyone on SteelX, is my guess. And you get in a brawl with one of those guys and you're going to lose, right? They're going to win those skirmishes. So what you want to do is you want to hit them and then run away. And what Anti was doing was perfect. He was pulling 1 or 2 or 3 guys with him and taking them off task, right? When he knew that the SteelX guys were amazingly on task, right?
Right.
So,
yeah, and making sure, just keeping tabs on what we went as far as outside the base, making sure we didn't expand.
I really think we were missing Red Car on this one.
Yeah.
I mentioned that. I was like, man, if only they had Red Car.
He would have been putting the pressure, and that's something that we didn't shift to either. Is I didn't want to go out and attack. I wanted to get points. I just saw how the points were climbing on their side and not on ours, and I wanted to hunker down and get points and build out on our turf. But with a 1v1 as well, like
tough.
We didn't have. I wanted to hunker down and expand slowly instead of taking full map control like in StarCraft you would have in a 1v1.
Right.
And we did not switch to that.
I think it's very difficult. You cannot get like map control in Factorio at all because you have not like really good options to defend or something, right?
Right.
You
guys had
chase so much. I mean, like the problem is just like I don't know how to counter what I did because I was like very low equipment. I just had a tank and some bullets, so if I die, it doesn't matter. But you consistently, I didn't fight you not. I didn't choose to not fight you because I thought you were stronger, but like whatever the fight outcome is, it's not favorable for me. It's just like as long as I just run away and I like track one person view with me, it's like 1-to-1 exchange and it doesn't matter.
Right.
And
well, in Factorio, whoever's running away has the clear advantage. So if I'm pursuing you, you can throw grenades, you can shoot cannon, whatever you want back at me.
Right. Yeah, that's why in our scenario we have it so players, when they're hurt, they run slower. But there's no way to do that for vehicles, which I would love to be able to do.
Right.
And
fleeing always wins.
I think
you would need some nitro in like cars, so you can like dot peak or something like that. That would really make things up.
Yeah. Speed is everything's too flatline. Everybody runs at the same or drives at the same speed. Like the fuel helps, but hardly.
Yeah, next time rush nuclear fuel.
Right.
Yeah, there you go.
Then you die and the opponent has it. Great.
I think that based on what we saw and what Anti said and what you experienced, I think attacking is probably too strong, like compared, I mean, like Anti said it, there's no cost to attacking, really, and there's a huge cost to try to defend these attacks. Because you can invest one person and
it took 3 of us to go wrinkle you down into a hole.
Also, having no stone in the base made it much harder to defend. Because walls really are a multifaceted way of defending. They can defend against tanks. You can put like speckled walls.
We really couldn't wall up like we usually would have.
So having stone in the base, I think, might be a good future note.
Well, blame Clonin. He was the one that picked this map.
He pulled our straw.
He did. So remember, I had 4 maps ready, and he just picked the one that was stone limited in the base. So
right.
So yeah.
So
that'll make a more offensive game.
I am curious. I have a question for all you guys who are playing. What is your opinion at this point on landmines? Because we noticed that it seemed like the changes the devs made didn't make any difference because pretty much every single person here was still just plowing through them as if they were invisible, because they almost are still.
Yeah.
So I'm interested what you think. Like, I mean, do you think?
I mean,
they're
we
still
can
too
nerf
hard?
the
Some
damage.
once.
We have that option to toggle that or to adjust that.
The damage.
Yeah.
I
nerf the
still
damage.
think raiders should make landmines visible. That would fix so much.
Yes.
I agree.
And then they can be automatically attacked by lasers. You know, you made some visible raider and lasers attack them, and it's good.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah, I agree. That was one of the ones we were talking about in game about an hour in. We said, yeah, the landmine impact is still there. Like the amount of landmine combat that's been going on is like 80% to everything else. 20% is you know what tool you're using to combat.
But it's a great tool.
I still think like explosive cannon shots are stronger.
But it's a great tool to combat offense.
Yes. Yeah. So,
I mean, if you see at the end, he was sticking to the walls because he didn't want landmines.
right,
And he still got to a landmine.
that slowed Juice down tremendously. Is him sneaking along that west wall, just kind of eking in, which would have given you guys time to come over and defend. So
I still think it helped, because imagine just not seeing them at all. Like there would have been
Well, yeah.
no way compared to what it was. It's
Right.
It's in the right direction. It's helped. It's still a big problem.
right.
Do you remember the fight in the woods on the right in the end? We had like
Yes.
put a lot of landmines in there. So that is also one of the things where you see like landmines are completely broken, right? It was still able to get away there because of the woods. It couldn't hit me really well. It couldn't go through the woods because everything was full of landmines there. I don't know. It's a bit stupid.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, radar revealing landmines is probably a or prominently revealing. Like not that they just go opaque or anything, but they you see them
Make
as
them
well as you
attack
see your own, right? And they can be attacked, right?
Yeah.
I think that's fairly a unanimous agreement. Is just give that to us and let us defend our own outposts with from mines, and then probably we can think of some other ones. Like a couple of suggestions was a cooldown on placing mines and some other things, but
yeah,
I don't know, some good ideas out there. But I think radar is a pretty unanimous one.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't want to disagree, but I just think that right now offense is so overpowered if you don't have landmines. So if you're going to make it easier to attack landmines, then I don't know. I mean, that's going to make the offense even more overpowered.
Well, no, but the thing is, though, if it's radar, it doesn't really help the people on offense. Like if you're fighting somebody, you can't just like plop a radar down.
Have you looked at our radar coverage?
Yeah, but
for you, at your base, your defenders.
No, on their base.
They have the whole map. They have the whole map right now.
On their base.
Because I wanted to go like start some mining out somewhere else and do a separate base, but you would have seen me miles away.
Yes.
Right.
We have tons of radars around their base.
And it's like one solar panel.
I mean, basically, a lot of the times we saw them coming because of our radars.
The radar shouldn't work with only one solar panel. If they are not fully powered, they should not work. Not even for the real map. It's stupid.
Yeah, I was just doing that. I said, hey, I noticed that in the previous event 2, Zulan would place 5 solar panels, 1 power pole, and a radar, and now this time it was 1 solar panel. And I thought, oh, okay, well that's superior. If the radar works with just 1, save yourself 4. And I said, I guess that's true. It only does sector reveal if it's fully powered, right? Because there's a time and it takes forever, right?
Yeah,
it just takes a long time to get the sector reveal.
Right.
So actually, Danjo found that out, and he was asking me, why are you even putting 5 solar panels? And like, I want to power it, and it's not necessary. So.
Yeah. Good job, Dan.
I didn't know that either.
I saw also someone else doing it, but I don't remember who it was. Sorry.
Yep.
I think we've been doing it on Factorio server for a long time.
Yep, just 1.
There's a good hint from our chat. Radar reveal range should scale with power level.
Ah.
Yeah,
yes,
there you
that
go.
would be good.
Smart idea.
Good idea. Clonin, I hope you're listening. All right, well, guys, final thoughts. Final thoughts, Steel Axe. Anything from you guys?
Sure. Thank you for letting me play in Team Not Anti, guys. It was fun. We made a great strategy, and thank you for organizing. Again, Clowntown.
Yeah, thanks for that.
And it was a good game.
Yeah,
very good.
I think you really made
3RA. I heard today. My own team was like firing me. Don't you say R3A once more, I will kill you. My own team saying that. So I think I eventually learned today. Sorry for messing it up before.
Awesome. No, you're good.
Also, you did a great job harassing us as well. So it must have been frustrating, I guess. But we were also fighting very hard for our iron patch. So you did a good job attacking as well.
Yeah. And we also all got upset at Zulan.
Yeah, because I lost the first power armor. But
I'll say it's...
I said to Zulan, don't attack the iron patch with high equipment. If you die, we lose the power armor. And Zulan said, oh no, don't worry, I'm gonna be fine. And it was 1 minute later, he said, oh no, I lost all power armor.
Whoops. I remember that. It was Psycho got it, right?
Yes, sir.
I will say that, like, with the game probably being over like an hour before it was actually over, that's having a silo destruction option to kind of end the game might have been good.
Yeah.
Well, they would have ended it on us way earlier.
We'll do some more of that on the green circuit. I want to exercise some more of those scenarios in the green circuit event. So that's next week.
The problem, I really love the idea of the silo destruction for exactly that reason, because it allows you to end the game when it's decided. But the problem is you first need to fix defense. Otherwise, it gets even more skewed towards offense if you can't even have your base like that. I think it was a good. I mean, it was a much better balance between offense and defense than not having the protection zone in my personal preference.
Well, I'll say to that, we should just absolutely make sure we have a good stone patch in the base, because that, at least on our 3RA server, putting down walls, it really helps.
Yeah.
And not just the line of walls, but like a speckle of walls.
And I don't know if we have a rocket silo. It's been like a pure PvP event already. I actually must say I dislike that. I would like it to be more like production based, because production, to be honest, didn't matter at all, right? It was just not a production event at all anymore, and that's why I think that's sad. I would like.
Well, I think if the score wasn't there,
production.
Like, we were kind of like, oh, this sucks because our score was behind. But if the score wasn't there, then it'd be like, we could get in there and get the silo. It'd have been more fun, I think.
Right.
At least on our end.
Yeah.
I think it's too easy to destroy silo.
It was over.
So, and remember, on the other custom scenarios we've done, there's 4 ways to win, not just 2, right? There's launch a rocket, which should invite the speedrunners. Should invite the speedrunners to do that. And there's a production goal, like 10 million. If you do that in that time, you win the game automatically. There was like a low ceiling. So if you can just outpoint everybody and defend for a while, you can win 4 different ways, right?
Right. If you launch a rocket, you get like 10 million points anyway, I guess.
Right.
So how often what's the distribution on your server of the winning conditions? Is it mostly destruction?
Silo, yeah.
Yeah. So that's the question. How can we balance the game so that each option is like equally possible?
Right. Great question.
Well,
I have no answer to that question.
Well, also, like Anti, you were saying how PvP is dominant at this point. But like you were saying last time, point game isn't very fun either. Just going out and putting up miners and points getting for like you have the 2 oil points.
Yeah, because that's
not a fun game either.
Points are as equally bad balanced as the PvP.
Right.
Yeah. It's,
right. So I'd rather PvP.
You know why I do that with the copper miners? I make it to show off how stupid the current point system is. That's the only reason.
Completely.
Yeah, but that's an easy fix, right? Fixing the points is simple. You just got to change the formula and make more advanced things
Should
give more
scale
points.
way more with each intermediate step, in my opinion.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Especially smelting. Smelting is taking so much time and giving so few points. It's stupid.
Right.
Right. Well, final thoughts, 3RA? Give you guys a chance?
That was good. We're fired up. I feel like we came into this one very lethargic, like, oh yeah, we got this in the bag, and it was not the story.
Yeah,
like last event we practiced literally every day leading up to it for like a week. This time we didn't practice once, so
There you go.
It was good. It was a good swift kick in the ass.
It's like Rocky 3. Like he was lethargic, man. He was like, "Hey, we're champs. We don't have to train all that." It's great.
Granted, I was like expecting Anti to be on his own and the other team, but I was just like, yeah, we got this. There's no way they can beat us.
I think this would have been a very, very different game had there been the original setup.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. Well, so what you guys can do, to help these events is, like, I have been pestering all these folks to try and be a part of this event and promoting it like crazy. If you guys have a closer relationship than absolute stranger like I do with like Arumba and Catherine the Sky and all these other folks, these new folks I'm trying to drag in, go talk to them and say, hey, there's this really cool thing going on. We're doing it we're doing it at least once a month, and there's these other events that we're doing in between. You're gonna be a part of it. Go check them out, whatever. Just like help me to promote these sorts of things to these other streamers that we don't have playing. So that would help. We can get some new folks in and all that stuff.
Yeah,
that would help.
That'd be cool.
Yep.
I'm pretty sure balancing is a base to get more people join.
Yep. I'll say the 3RA server, we're doing like a nightly, every weeknight at 7:30 Central Time. We're restarting the match, so if you want to like play with us, you can plan around that time.
Definitely. I have a strong feeling a lot of people were not participating with thought, oh, it's only PvP. I don't like PvP a lot. Right? Keep that in mind. And like everyone who's not into PvP, they currently cannot really join this event.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I sometimes drop in the 3RA server, and it's quite cool because you can talk with the opponent. Maybe sometimes both sides don't really want to fight, so it's quite cool. It's not only PvP.
Right.
It's PvP, but in a good way. I don't know.
Yeah, they do a fair amount of exchanging ideas and all kinds of stuff. It's good. It's a good group of guys. So. All right, so award time.
Awards.
We have 2 awards to hand out, and all right, first award, the one that is least cool, I would say. Everyone always that gangster award because it's gangster, right? But the one that people least angle for is the MVP award. MVP award today goes to the one who came up with the most unique strategy to keep 3RA off of his base, and that was AntiElitz MVP. Did more for his team by keeping on their iron patch and keeping them off theirs. Because the 3RA guys are I mean, you heard it every single weeknight. They are fighting each other. They're in tanks. They're shooting. They're landmines. They're doing all this stuff. Like if you had not done what you did, they would have done the same thing to you, but they would have stayed there. They wouldn't have run away. They would have stayed and just pastured you the whole map. So so for adaptation of strategy and being the MVP of SteelAxe, AntiElitz, good job.
Thank you, man.
All right. And the most coveted award for the most savagery on savage acts on this on the battlefield. This next person not only destroyed, killed the one person who said no problem, I got this, took his power armor, and then proceeded to kill another 7 people with that same power armor and PLD. Psycho Gangsta AF.
Oh, shut up.
Congratulations, sir.
Congrats.
Nice.
Oh, man. And that was also it's kind of like, okay, if you're a gangster, you break a lot of hearts, and that was pretty heartbreaking for Zulan to lose that power armor, because me and Xterm were going crazy, going, oh, he dropped it, it's on the ground,
pick it up.
Pick it up. Oh, it was great.
Man, I was AFK the last hour. But yeah, thanks, I'll take it.
It was good job. And sometimes it comes down to like one single event where you just go, yes, he's a freaking savage, he did it. And I'm still waiting for someone to have a nuclear bomb in their inventory, be driving across the map to go deliver it, get killed. Then the gangster picks up the nuke out of that inventory and goes and uses it on the other base.
It's never gonna happen because the event is too short for that. You have to produce like 5,000 high-tech science, and it's kind of impossible, even if you have no PvP. And just
it's happened.
It's still tough.
It's happened a couple times on the 3RA server because
2.5 hours.
Because we have the uranium ore patch that's like right next to the walls that we make sure happens every match. And
we have research that doesn't cost.
Right, we have automatic research, so you don't have to build the science for it. You just wait.
So go ahead, Zulan.
What I really like is if the research was just cheaper, because the automatic research is a nice idea, but it kind of, you don't have to decide whether to spend your resources on research, so it's less of a complex game by having it automatic. But if you if it is a real investment to go to nuke and the other team has no nuke, then you're at a disadvantage early on, but later on the advantage. Whereas if you get it automatically, both get it at the same time, it's kind of boring strategy-wise.
Mm-hmm. You're theorizing that they're both going to go for the same researches at the same time. That's completely not possible.
Okay, so of course you do have still decisions.
The tree is
research
huge.
tree, but I still think it's a more interesting strategy game if you have to pay for it.
Right.
But of course, the current cost is way too high.
Sure.
Yeah. So here's what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some guys, some folks from this group, and I will probably set up a little Discord channel where we can kind of do all these. And what I want to do is kind of take some. I was talking about this in my stream last night, where we take a bunch of these ideas, put them up on the board on probably some sort of spreadsheet, and say, can we customize them? Yes, no, low, medium, high effort. Mm-hmm. Put some ideas up there, and then do a low, medium, high impact of a need to have, want to have, nice to have. Yeah. Because some of the stuff that Juice is doing and some of the stuff that the community is doing with the PvP scenario is really good. Like, there's way more tweaks that we can make to this thing than I thought possible. And so, one, I want to kind of try and capture all those ideas. So I'm going to put that together. That's an off-air thing we can do. And then on air, what I'm going to start doing is I'm going to start exercising these in the green events that I have. So like next weekend, we'll probably do another custom scenario with 3RA guys. It's an open event. I just want some more reps so we can observe and see what's going to happen in these things. So if you want to be a part of play testing these crazy scenarios and see what we can do about it, hit me up. The green circle will be open to everybody, and probably just draw names. Probably do 2 or 3 matches a Saturday. See what we can do. So we'll start experimenting with some of those on the off weeks that we don't do this one, where we kind of let's bring in the best players, best streamers, and let's do this thing, right?
Is the green circuit with support, a coach, or was it the red circuit event?
Red circuit was supposed to be the coaching, but coaches is kind of a weird deal. We haven't quite put that together, but green is just open for everybody. I have a little sign-up sheet where you have to do some work to get in, and then teams are random, so you don't get to choose your teammates, and you just get in there and play. And if you want to see what happened last weekend,
that was
one
great.
of the most exciting finishes ever in the last 40 seconds. One team won. It came right down to the wire. There were so many lead changes. It was one of the greatest events we'd had. It was green circuit. It was random strangers thrown in there and just go. It was great. So anyway, those are working out. So off air, I'm going to commit to kind of putting some of these together, see if we can't make this thing kind of a little bit more the way that we want to do it. Because just like today, since we were missing a bunch of teams that are usually here, we can kind of do whatever match we want to do. And I think this is the match that we all wanted to see. So we kind of make this event however we want it, right?
What I just say from my chat is feedback. Please no random teams in green circuit event. It keeps all my friends from playing in the green event.
Oh, really?
Take that in consideration. Herr Tillmann said that. So maybe Herr Tillmann have a direct talk to Clowntown about that. If you don't tell him, because he doesn't know, right? You can only shame things if you communicate. And I'm actually, it's good that you tell me so I can tell Clowntown, but it's even better if you just talk directly to Clowntown about that.
Yeah, sure. My Discord's the best way to get a hold of me, and I have a channel in there that just collects all these ideas and we talk and all that stuff. So, guys, thank you so much. Hang on, let me promote all of you. If you are listening to my voice and you do not know who these streamers are, they're in the Reddit post. But of the folks in there, 3RA, Juice, and Psycho, and DD Gamer are streamers. Go follow those guys. They're in the link. Also, from SteelX, Dangio, Zulan, XenoCyber. Oh yeah, that one guy, AntiElitz, he is also a streamer. Make sure you follow and support. I saw one other thing. I had Anti's chat open and Xterm's chat open. In Anti's chat, I saw a lot of folks hitting the sub button and follows and all of that. Thank you so much for supporting all these streamers and keeping them playing. This is what we want to do. We want the community to help support these streamers. If you like these events, don't just support me, support all these streamers too. Hit that sub button and be a part of their communities. And we build up all these communities, and we have these great events every at least once a month. So thank you so much for supporting all these great streamers. Yeah.
Awesome.
All right. Okay, guys, thank you so much. Xterminator and I are going to go up to the broadcaster's booth. You guys did a great job. Great event as usual. We'll catch you next time.
Yep. Good job, guys.
Thanks for organizing. It was great.
Thanks for banging your heads against us.
Well, there you go, man.
All right.
It's another one in the books.
That was awesome.
All right. What do you got coming up? How is Clusterio going?
I think we're almost done. We hit our goal. 60K science a minute.
That was supposed to be like a 4-month project, right?
I know, man. That's what happens when you get so many people in. They just work nonstop, and it gets done.
Yeah.
But we're going to do another one. I think we're going to make a lot of tweaks to it and do another one maybe with some mods. So anyone who wants to join that, I mean, there's a whitelist application just so we can, filter out griefers and stuff. But other than that, it's open to anybody who wants to join. Tons of fun. And yeah. And I mean, you're hosting all these events. So guys, I mean, if you're into PvP playing or watching, like Clowntown said, next weekend you're thinking you're going to do a green circuit event, which is going to be awesome. They're great to watch and participate in. I mean, the last one, that's the best PvP match I think I've seen. That was amazing.
It was amazing. Yeah, those teams did so good. It was so great. And all I do is I just have the process and say, anyone who wants to sign up, let's do it. I mean, those are pretty. The blue circuits are pretty tough for me because I got to do all the recruiting, all this. The green circuits are the easier ones where I just got to do the mechanics of it and then show up and crack wise.
Mm-hmm.
The blue circuits are by far the harder ones, but and the red circuits, also the red circuit, put it together and figure out what we're going to do and who's all doing it. Those are a little challenging for me and it take a lot of time. But the green is by far one of the easier ones, so I want to do more of those. And if we could do that same stinking thing that we did last week, where it was just a nail biter, and we were freaking ourselves out, man. And it was a 2-hour event, and it came down to 40 seconds of just nail biter. It's so great,
unbelievable.
It's unbelievable, right? Yeah. So Xterm, you did a great job. Go follow my buddy Xterminator. He has 20-something thousand subscribers on YouTube for a reason. Is because his videos, his instruction, his content is awesome. So make sure you go hit him a sub button on hit that sub button on YouTube, and then hit him a follow on hit a follow on him on Twitch, and go send him some donation. He'll whip up a cheeseburger and eat it right there on stream for you. Great.
Well,
all right, cool. Thanks so much. Good job.
Thank you, man. It's great, and right back at you. Clowntown, check them out. You do amazing jobs hosting these. It's ridiculous how much effort you put into this, and you do all kind of modded gameplay, all kind of stuff. Definitely check out Clowntown if you haven't. awesome stuff.
Yeah, it's good stuff. Good stuff. I got hustle all day, man. I got what I lack on talent, I make up for on just all out hustle, man. All right. Well, thanks so much for being a part of that. I'll shout out Xterminator in my chat. Make sure everybody has his link. Probably your YouTube link is in there before also. All right, man. We'll catch you next time. I'm gonna sign off my stream. We'll find somebody to host and all that jazz. I'll say bye to thanks to all my subs and all that. So thanks so much. We'll see you next time, Xterm.
All right. See you later.
See you, buddy.
All right, guys. That's gonna do it for this stream. Thank you so much for stopping by, for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you for the follows. Just got another one. Prime 11. Thank you, and thank you for the subs as well and the resubs. Appreciate it. There should be a stream Monday, a community play stream. We may be doing Minecraft or something like that. It's always fun. So look out for that. Friday Facts video just went up on YouTube if you want to check that out. I think that's it. Donovan, sir, why no fight? Why only commentate? Because as the scenario currently stands, I do not enjoy participating in these. I participated in the last 3. And each one has gotten more frustrating for me to the point where it's just not enjoyable for me to actually do it. It is very enjoyable for me to commentate it, so that's why I'm doing that. So there's the deal, guys. Thanks. Join my Discord if you haven't. If you're a sub and you haven't linked your Discord, make sure you do so you can get the rank. And yeah, don't forget to resub. If you're a Prime sub, those don't auto-renew, so don't forget to renew those, and I think that's going to do it. Check out YouTube if you haven't, and have a great rest of your day or night, depending where you are. And I will see you guys on Monday and on YouTube. Take care. And Lord Bucket Head Minion, thanks for the follow.